in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope all of you are having a wonderful day so far.
I'll tell you this, and maybe it's just because we've passed the 15th mark, but now it really starting to feel like that Christmas holiday season.
Now
now
you're full on in?
Yeah, I don't mean like enjoying it. I just mean it actually feels like it.
You feel like you're in the holiday season.
Yeah, my station's starting to actually pepper in some Christmas music every a couple hours or so.
Yeah, the brand is every other few songs thrown in a
1 to 2 an hour. I think is what we're starting out with.
Okay,
let's keep it light.
All right. I know.
Even people that write and perform Christmas music, they can't be that big of fans of Christmas. I imagine Michael Bublé. There's no way he listens to chestnuts roasting on an open fire this time of year.
I feel like Christmas music is the polarizing music. Like, people either love it or hate it.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
usually no, I'm indifferent to it.
I'm okay with it, I guess.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Now, there is a line of designation there, though.
Yeah.
And that's old Christmas carols / Christmas music you grew up with versus pop radio hits of now.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of your last Christmas and if I never hear All I Want for Christmas Is You again, I could die a happy man.
Yeah.
That having been said, I literally just the other day heard We Three Kings and it made me happy. It was like, aw. I don't know. I started singing along with it because it had one of those, memories attached to it.
Sure.
I grew up singing We Three Kings and,
right.
Good King Wenceslas and stuff like that. So those have sense memories.
And that's probably true for everybody. You know what I mean? They don't like what they don't know, but the things they grew up as a kid to or evokes a certain memory about, they're all down with.
Oh, I know Christmas pop music.
Yeah. Oh,
no. You don't understand. I know all about Christmas pop music. I spent 9 years in the foxhole of Christmas pop music. It was a terrible time to be alive, I'm telling you. When you hear every single one of Justin Bieber's holiday hits, it really sours you on the holiday.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty much anything I hear of Bieber.
Every other day getting requests for Under the Mistletoe. Ooh, that's a rough way to live your life.
I get mad when I'm watching a good comedy and Bieber shows up. It's like, oh, you done ruined my comedy.
If you're
now.
watching a good comedy and Bieber shows up, you're not watching a good comedy.
I will beg to argue with that.
If you say he shows up in Dave, I'm giving up on that show right now. I don't even know what to believe anymore, man. I don't even know what to friggin' believe anymore, man. That's right up there within the I Love the Earth video. And I'm Kanye West. It's like, that wasn't necessary. Oh, that was a good one.
Well, happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Dadgummit. What?
That just sours me on the whole show now because now I'm going to be like, where's the Bieber episode? When's he coming?
It's barely, if I remember right.
That's fine.
I think it's early, if I remember. How far are you in?
I'm like 4 episodes deep.
Okay, I think it's in that first season, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just get it out of the way.
Yeah, and to be honest, it works.
See, and that's as long as it's one of those things where he takes the pee out of himself, as the Brits say. As long as he leans into the fact that most people hate him.
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
It's like if Post Malone shows up on a show and all of this, and he's reticent to the fact that he looks ridiculous. Like he's done that a couple of times. I lean into that. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. What does the peanut gallery have to say this morning?
Santa's not. Oh, actually, you know what? I better not say that.
We're just going to keep that one off. It gets a little blue, folks.
Yeah, it's a family show, and I don't want to ruin things for people, so I better just not. I don't want people having to do some splaining later on, so I'll just keep that one.
Well,
to
I
myself.
did. Let me clarify some things.
Mm-hmm.
I found out yesterday because I gave my son a Russell Stouffer's candy. I found out yesterday the reason that Santa is able to fit down chimneys and chimeneas and small openings like keyholes in doors if you don't have a chimney. The reason he's able to do that is because it's actually 85% marshmallow fluff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, by volume. So Santa can just squish himself. He's like an octopus. He can squish himself down into that marshmallow fluff like noodle essentially and fit down small crevices. That's how Santa does it.
Oh, nice. Well, I did
It's
not
science.
know that. I think I don't think he really goes.
I like to picture my baby my Santa as an elf that can shapeshift just into a noodle.
Yeah. No. I think he uses the door. He just tells everybody to use the chimney.
You just got one of those keys.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's got a fob.
When I was a kid, I used to hear skeleton key all the time, and like they'd show like the key on the cartoons, the key with the skull on it. For years and years, I thought that was like a legit thing, that there was like a key with a skull on it that could open up every door. And I sought that key, man. I wanted that key so bad. Like I thought whenever you heard like somebody got the key to the city, I'm like, that key opens up every door in the city.
Yeah, exactly. You
thought I could just show up at the at the tailor at like 8 p.m. on a Tuesday and get served.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Turns out it's mostly just full of chocolate.
Yeah, and it doesn't open any doors, I don't think. So Keys City, first off, the key's too big for most keyholes. So anyway.
That should have been my first key. Spatial reasoning wasn't my strong suit when I was 7.
Hey, Tanner, we have a guest at the door. They texted me. I don't know if they've called you yet. I know you're there.
It's a guest of the door, actually.
Yes, we have Elizabeth Morales will be joining us with the convention center here, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the stuff they've got going on there. Brian Luck, I interviewed him. I'm going to try to work that in maybe next hour a little bit. We do have the folks in Roswell Communal Theater will join us for a few to talk about Santa's Talent Search, which is Saturday night. So we're going to try to work that and the Brian Luck interview into the 8 o'clock hour.
Gotcha.
And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Crystal Noble with the Humane Society will join us, and we'll chit-chat about pets available for adopciones and being a member and shopping at the thrift store there. I know it's like most people have decorated that are going to decorate, like for Christmas.
Right.
But if you have not yet, don't waste time going and buying new stuff at the box stores. Go there. Buy your Christmas trees, buy your lights, buy your, your blow up Santas and what have you. There at the thrift store.
Save yourself a ton of money.
Pennies on the dollar.
That's right.
Stuff that's practically brand new or barely used. And spend. Now you have more money to buy Christmas gifts and baked goods and, all that
Pumpkin
stuff.
rolls from all your friends so that they can buy Christmas presents.
Exactly. So we'll talk Humane Society in the 9 o'clock hour.
Good stuff. You actually kind of gave me an idea because I haven't. You said everybody who's decorated will have already. I haven't yet. Like I want to. And not overly, but like I want to do a few things to kind of zhuzh the place up. But I haven't really had the cash for it lately. But
and I know some people make their family traditions like they do everything Christmas Eve, or they kind of put up the tree, string the popcorn, the whole nine.
You know who those people are? Those people are the ones who hate Christmas. Everybody I've ever seen that's like, we're going to do all this on Christmas Eve, and then we're going to knock it out the day after. Boxing Day is so we can box it all back out.
I would rather do that.
Yeah?
Myself, personally. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a Christmas guy.
I'm not a huge... Okay, I used to be. Yeah. I used to love it until I was responsible for it.
Yeah.
And that's when it'll really sour you for the most part. Now, I still enjoy, it from my kids' perspective and getting to see, them light up. And last year we did the whole, Christmas thing. We did the note from Santa and the note to Santa and the whole thing and cookies and milk. So there's something to that. That is absolutely, that's stands the test of time. But I'm also from Oklahoma, the home of keeping your lights up as long as humanly possible.
It's not so much the decorations and stuff. It's just everyone's mindset. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone goes over the top stressing out over this holiday, and I'm like, there's no need for
There's
all
two
this.
people in the holiday season. There's me, the one who's just stressed out about everything and just on edge.
Yeah.
And then there's Holly Jolly Harold over there that's just sipping like a punch bowl, like scoopers full of eggnog.
Yeah.
And just, singing along. Have a Holly Jolly. Yeah, there's that guy.
Yeah. Like if I had my druthers, there'd be no gift exchanging and all that. It'd just be getting together, hanging out, having family time, having fun, celebrating, actually maybe doing a little bit of the, real reason why we celebrate Christmas and honoring God. But I mean, using that time as a family quality, I'd much rather do that than get rid of all the commercial, the trees, the presents, the gifts, all of that. Just a nice time with family, and I would call that a perfect Christmas for
Absolutely,
me.
yeah.
That's kind of my, everything else is too much pressure, too much stress. We're making too much out of a time that should be very happy and celebratory. That's my opinion of Christmas.
Agreed.
But that's just me. I mean, I get it. People want to have fun and do their parades and sit on Santa, and I get that. That's all fun.
Sit on Santa.
I get it. It's fun. But
You just take one word out of that sentence. It makes it so wrong. I never thought about that. I'm going to start saying it like that. Hey, kids, you want to go sit on Santa?
hey, it is what it is.
Dog pile on the big guy.
Tomato, it is what it is. And I just, we build it up so much that we create this into a stressful time. And we talk about all the people have a rough time of year for these folks. It's because we make it that way.
Right.
We shouldn't have to.
If you look at any of like the classic Christmases of past, like like the celebrations on like It's a Wonderful Life, or I'll give you another prime example. I get this every time. It's a sense memory, but every time I hear that Lowe's commercial, and I didn't grow up around here, but something about the combination of the music
and the voice,
I'm even gonna say like the haze on the like the feedback on the track to make it sound kind of old.
Well, it is an old
track, but the way the music swells and then dips for the vocal, there's something about that commercial that just hits all those nostalgic notes that I just get chills every time I hear that commercial. Like I didn't grow up with it, I didn't hear it in childhood, but still that commercial instills like a sense memory almost.
Yeah, I could see all of that.
So that kind of like traditional Christmas vibe, I dig.
Yeah.
But all of the, rush to get your Christmas cards out.
Yeah.
And this is the last day for ground shipping if you're going to order. It's like,
yeah, I hate all that. I hate all of that mess. I hate all of that stuff.
And my kid is, and admittedly, Hunter's still young enough and, impressionable enough that he can get the traditional vibe. But Rhiannon's so commercialized.
Well, yeah, and kids are. I mean, as we should. That's because that's what we taught them. That's what society has taught kids what to think of Christmas.
Right.
And so that's how it's going to be. And we as parents, well, not me, I'm not one, but in general, they have to placate because that's how the world dictates it. And I hate all that. I hate that all that goes on and ruins a perfectly good holiday.
Yeah, it definitely puts a wrench in things.
All right, I'm glad I just good news bared everybody out there.
Humbug, everybody!
It is 7:18. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have cool high pressure moving into eastern New Mexico today, and that'll keep our temperatures pretty comfortable with low to mid 60s on our afternoon highs, and we should get plenty of sunshine. A little bit breezy, but not nearly as windy as what we've had lately. Partly cloudy overnight, low to mid 30s. Then tomorrow we're expecting mid 60s again and mostly sunny. Cooler for the weekend, highs in the 40s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 35 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 50%. Winds are currently out of the north at 6 miles per hour. Today, we're looking at sunny skies and a high not as warm as yesterday, but not as windy either. Not nearly as windy. Sunny 64 today with winds out of the north 5 to 10 miles per hour, later shifting to the south this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low of 34. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny, 66 for a high. Winds will be out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy, overnight low of 31. North winds at around 10 miles per hour. Saturday and Sunday, mucho chillier. Yeah, as for that by name. I think a good beverage brand, Mucho Chillier. I think that'd be a good drink name. Anyway, Saturday, highs only expected to reach maybe 50, 49 officially. Mostly sunny, though, with north winds 5 to 10. Saturday night, partly cloudy, overnight low of 27, so a Chile night there overnight. And then Sunday, once again, mostly sunny, highs right around 49, and then we'll be back up into the mid-60s when we start next week on Monday. All right, it is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to take a 3.5-minute commercial break. Elizabeth Morales is going to join us from the Roswell Convention Civic Center here. I want to talk a little bit about that with her on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Gear up for 2022 at Big O's year-end sale. Head to Big O for our best deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more. From December 11th through the 31st, save on Michelin or BF Goodrich at your neighborhood Big O store and get a reward card of up to $120 with paid installation. No resolutions here, just giant deals to get your car ready for the new year. Head to your local Big O and get a reward card of up to $120 when you buy Michelin or BF Goodrich tires with paid installation. But hurry, you only have a few days left to save. Go big at Big O during our incredible year-end sale, December 11th through the 31st. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. Upgraded installation packages available at additional costs. See store for details.
Beyond the twinkling Christmas lights, presents under the trees, and parties full of joy and cheer lies the real Christmas. We often gloss over what really happened at that first Christmas. The Bible puts it this way: the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. That's God taking on flesh. God having to be wrapped up in cloths. God getting hungry. God feeling lonely. God dependent on the creation he created. But he had to do it. Let me ask you a question. What made the resurrection real? What made miracles? Well, miracles. What made Jesus walk on water? It was his birth. Without God coming into the world, we would have none of this. On that first Christmas morning, God became the very flesh he created. Why? To save you and me. To save the world. So on Christmas morning, while the kiddos are opening up the toys, make sure and give thanks for the one who came to be with us. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Looking for holiday fun for your family? Come ride the Roswell Christmas Railway, opening November 26th at the Spring River Zoo for its 6th season of spreading holiday joy. See Santa, explore the Light Maze, play in Elf Town, and more. New for 2021, the Plateau Ice Skating Rink, Blocktown Christmas Lego Display, and Christmas Karaoke. Get dates, tickets, and more info at RoswellChristmasRailway.com. The Roswell Christmas Railway, November 26th through Christmas at the Spring River Zoo. Sponsored by XL Energy, Wilkerson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, the Roswell Chamber of Commerce, Plateau, and Bank of the Southwest.
Where can you find the best selection of beautiful and unique home decor in the region? Easy! Casa Decor in Ruidoso. For years, people from all over have come to Casa Decor for the best selection of rustic, real wood furniture, beautiful decor from the Southwest and beyond, and quality outdoor furniture and accessories that are built to last a lifetime. At Casa Decor, they have over 10,000 square feet of showroom for everything you need. Casa Decor opens 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5 at 1214 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso or online at casadecorruidoso.com. Proud supporter of local high school sports.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and Fiero 106.1 for a live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means savings across the lot and gifts galore, including free trips to Vegas and a pecan pie just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. Plus, register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, an air fryer, a Keurig, and even a 65-inch ultra-high-def smart TV. Drawing at 1 must be present to win. See you Saturday 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The Goodyear Rubber Company researched and concluded that shoes wear out faster on the right foot than on the left. To fix this, just walk backwards for half the day. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Convention and Civic Center, Elizabeth Michael. I keep calling her Morales, but she done got married on us in the last couple of months here. So, and from McDonald's, our local Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad McDonald's. Christy Taggart with us this morning.
Yes,
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Doing great.
Fabulous.
I see you all coordinated with your Christmassy.
We did.
Fair. Went with
Yes.
You went with the Christmas look.
Yes, I got my Christmas holiday cup.
Nice.
With me. Yep.
Got McDonald's, of course.
Of course.
See, if you were a day later, you could have just brought the food with you. Because normally on Fridays, we got all our McDonald's food
I know.
here. We just could have, oh, here, I brought the food while we're here.
That would have been convenient.
That'll be tomorrow. So. By the way, Tanner hooks us up. I think he puts your folks at the UFO McDonald's to work in the morning.
Oh,
Because he always asks, what do you all want? And he gets like, would you like green chili on it? And he does this whole thing. You want extra? So if your guys get salty because we got all these, it's his fault. Blame him. Don't spit it or make him. I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious.
Of course, now, for folks that don't know, here, since COVID started, the Roswell Convention Civic Center, they had the company Spectrum running things, but COVID kind of killed all of that here. But the city has kind of retaken over the main running of the Roswell Convention and Civic Center. And Elizabeth, I guess, is that your position? Is like I don't know what they call general manager or
no, actually no,
or just some kind of, I don't know what the official titles are.
So I am the sales manager.
I get
to do the fun stuff.
Okay.
So I get to meet all the great people that want to have events or conventions or anything.
Gotcha.
And I get to set up all of their events, and then the manager there is David Reed, and he is our operations manager. He has to make all the big decisions.
So you got to make sure the money
that on him.
happens so
That's
he can do what he wants.
That's right.
I got it.
I'm good at that one.
Good deal. But what that means is expect the Roswell Convention Civic Center. It's been a little quiet over there for the most part for the last year, but get ready. We're gonna fire it back up and start seeing regular events, and
yes,
that's the idea, and getting it back to her. Hopefully, out of town entities will be coming and doing events and things back there again, and doing all that.
Yep.
So you guys are kind of getting back into the dusting the cobwebs and getting everything back and ready for operations again there.
Yes, we are. Actually, this weekend we have a big event that we're hosting. Well, we're not hosting, they're hosting it there. It's a local business is having their Christmas party.
Okay.
And it's being set up so beautifully, and even the napkins they are folded in little Christmas trees, and super cool.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is we want to let folks know the use of the convention center is very customizable. Yes. And what I mean by that is, like, you have an event, but you don't need the entire convention center because it's kind of big. But that you can have parts of it, or if you want certain amenities but don't need other amenities, they do all that. It's like you're saying, hey, we just having a meeting, we don't need food. Awesome. Or you're like, no, we got about 30, 40, 100 people, whatever it is, we want to serve dinner. We can you can work with them and discuss menus, options, and things, or even, if you have your own people coming in, they can talk all about that stuff.
Right.
But there's options at every level and different options there. And I guess I don't know if that's a part of your side or that's someone else's.
It is my side.
Okay,
so we
very good.
have we have 2 conference rooms. It's A and B conference rooms, and they'll hold approximately about 45 people in kind of a theater style. But if you're doing it banquet style, it's about 22.
Okay.
And then the A, B, C, and D meeting rooms are larger.
Mm-hmm.
So in the A meeting room, which is where they have city council, we can set that up, and that's about 164 people, banquet style. And then B meeting room is 170, and then both C and D, they're smaller, so they're about 100. Excuse me, not 100, but 60.
Wow.
Banquet style. So yes,
Still a lot
there
of
are
people,
lots of options. And then of course we have our exhibit hall,
Mm-hmm.
and that is quite a bit bigger. So we can also divide that. So we have the east side and the west side.
Yeah.
And so altogether with all of those rooms, not including the pre-function, you're looking at about 1,800 people that we can place everywhere.
So we handle a very large party or an intimate party, no problem. Either way, it's covered. Don't forget, we talk about businesses and everything, but if people want to have weddings or receptions or quinceañeras or bar mitzvahs or whatever, family reunions, whatever, it's not just all about the car show coming to town or the home and garden show coming to town. We can have the Jones wedding out there or the Gonzalez funeral celebration. I don't know if that's right, but
Celebration of life. Sure.
Irish wake. If you want to have your Irish wake in there, go for it.
So the convention center is now ran by the city, which is really good. We have a phenomenal staff of people, and we do detail everything, and we're filling up really fast.
Good.
And so one of the exciting things we're doing is McDonald's has partnered up with us.
Yeah.
And they have sponsored our balloon drop for our Rockin' Roswell New Year's Eve event.
Very good. That's, I'm assuming, New Year's Eve.
It is December 31st, and it's open. It's for the entire family. So New Year's Eve events have been, I guess, targeted towards
Dated
adults
or couples
or whatever.
adults,
Yes.
yeah.
So this event is totally different. We thought it would be really neat to do something for families to come out. COVID has kind of kept everybody in for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So we are doing this really fabulous event. So it'll be decorated very festively.
Okay.
Balloons and all of the
Streamers
attire
and-
that you need for your New Year's Eve.
Confetti and all that, whatever stuff.
I stay away from confetti, but we're going to have...
Hey, that's the gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
I think that my coworkers would shoot me if I had confetti.
It's like we're still getting last year's
saying my
confetti
name
out
with
of
a
it.
lot of sentence enhancers as they're sweeping it away.
Yeah.
So the doors open at 9 that evening, and then we'll go to 12:30.
Awesome.
And so Nick, I reached out to several different people, and Nick had agreed to do the sponsor for the balloon drop, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And it is. I'm really excited because the balloon drop has cash prizes.
Oh.
So for 2 tickets at $30,
Okay.
you will get heavy hors d'oeuvres.
All right.
DJ, so you can request music that you either like to listen or dance to, so he'll play to the crowd. And
Cool.
Our DJ is DJ Cool Arrow from Carlsbad.
So he's going to be setting the tone for the music and everything that night.
Yes, making it very festive.
Nice.
And then at midnight, we're going to have a champagne toast.
Okay.
But we also will have sparkling grape juice or wine, or
For
however
folks
you
that
know
don't-
wine, but sparkling grape juice.
For folks who don't want
for all the
champagne.
kiddos.
And
Or
our
the kiddos,
kiddos, anybody under 21. So everybody gets to toast in our festive little
Nice.
champagne flukes. And then right after that, we're going to get everybody on the dance floor and do the balloon drop.
Nice.
And that's where the exciting thing happens. So I want people to hear a little bit about what McDonald's is doing, because I know they have done some really amazing things, and they have some new restaurants that they've added to their group.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, exciting things going on at McDonald's.
Yeah.
So we did recently acquire Carlsbad Restaurants this year, which has kept us super busy, and we're super excited to get involved in that community.
Absolutely.
The big question I know are on a lot of people's minds is, when is our Roswell South store going to be
South
open?
Store. You know what? It's funny because that's been in the plans and been worked, but COVID and everybody's trying to throw a hurdle up at the progress of that thing.
Yes,
it seems like. Yeah.
It seems like we've jumped over tons of hurdles, but we are almost done.
It's so close.
We are so close. We're just a few weeks out, so I'm thinking mid-January we're gonna have a great celebration, getting that South store open.
And I know you guys have been hiring for a while now, and obviously for all the locations, but really getting that South Main group together, training, and so when the doors do open, they're ready to go.
Absolutely, we are hiring, so we've got plenty of positions available. So if you live down south, you've got, your high school kids that live down there that are ready to work, and
mchire.com is the website, right?
Yes, mchire.com.
And I say this every Friday, and I want to continue to say this. And Christy, you could attest to this more than I could. Nick Snowberger and he promotes from within yourself, other members of his management team. Most of those folks started in McDonald's, working the register, flipping burgers, cleaning the restaurant. And now they're part of the management team. So if you're looking for a career That is absolutely possible through McDonald's.
So many career opportunities available with McDonald's. You're right. Almost every member of our executive team right now started as a crew person when they first started, and now they're, just super successful. We just offer so many great benefits that a lot of people don't know about. We do have an awesome benefit called Archways to Opportunity.
Nice.
And it's basically free tuition money for college, just for working for us.
That's amazing.
There are a few requirements, but they're very minimal. You work minimum of 15 hours a week, and you qualify, and it's basically free money.
Yeah.
We also partner with colleges through Archways. There's Colorado Tech University, where they offer a grant where they'll pay 100% of your online tuition if you choose to participate in their online college program.
That's amazing.
It's free college,
And so really, they're giving you an opportunity, and next thing you know, you started out with what you thought was a high school job kind of thing, and now it turns out that you're raising a family with a career here, and that's so. Please, if you're interested, looking for work, go to mchire.com to that website, fill out an application today, and who knows, you could be the next. You could be Christy sitting up here talking to me one day. You're very
absolutely. We have more fun than you think. Working for McDonald's, especially working for someone like Nick, who is all about his people.
Sure.
We have a great time. So.
Absolutely.
So join the McFamily.
Absolutely. So I got us a little sidetracked. So now back to New Year's Eve here. Now we got the balloon drop. What kind of? I don't want to let all the cats out of the bag.
No, we're going to let all the cats out.
Oh, we're going to let them all out? We don't want to hold anything under the basket?
No, we got people that know what we're doing.
So spill your guts in. Tell us what's going on here.
So remember, tickets are so for 2 tickets, it's $30. For 1 ticket, it's $20. So very minimal for an event like this.
Okay.
But this is what you can win.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, $500 cash prize.
Okay.
A $250 cash prize.
All right.
One of 2 $100 cash prizes.
Nice.
One of 4 $50 cash prizes.
Nice.
And a slew of gift cards between $5 and $25.
Nice. So odds are pretty good. You're going to walk away with something.
Yes.
And maybe the $500. But maybe enough to buy a meal out for the family later on with one of these gift cards or something.
So not only are you going to have fun there with your family. I think Christy's coming out.
Oh yeah, bringing the family.
Hey, you gotta get that $500. That's a balloon I got. I know it's out there somewhere.
I'm excited to see this because I actually have never been a part of a balloon drop.
Okay.
I've always heard of them. So we have all of the gadgets that we have to have so that we can make it happen. And all the balloons that we need to fill and, put this information in there. But I'm excited to see, how it's going to work. I don't want it to be a balloon fail. You know what I mean? You pull it and then the balloons don't come down.
Although, you know what would be kind of fun?
What?
Is if it's like a delayed deal where you're like, 3, 2, you pull it, nothing happens, and everyone's like, what? And all of a sudden... So it cuts them just off guard a little bit.
What's going on? So I'm hoping that everything goes to plan.
Oh yeah,
but if it doesn't, we'll still make it work.
It's going to be fun regardless, right?
It will be. And the neat thing, I like partnering up with local businesses because it gives us an opportunity, which is great because they have lots of time in between. Where they'll be able to talk about McDonald's, so talk about the opening of the
South Main, and absolutely,
and just
Snowburger Foundation as well. That's
absolutely
just kind of an offshoot of the McDonald's here. It's it's part of the McDonald's, but that's his charity program that really centers on children and education. And that's kind of it branches off, but that's kind of its main core is that. So.
But it's great because then we partner up as a community. We do something fun for the community, and again. I don't know of any other New Year's Eve event out there that you could take your whole family.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be fun, family-friendly event. But if you want to come as a couple, you're still going to have a lovely time.
Yes.
But if you want to bring the kids and come, it's going to be an equally lovely time for
Correct.
you too. Now, as far as tickets and everything like that, do they get them online? Do we RSVP? Can they just get them at the door? What's the way we handling this?
Yes and yes and yes. So,
okay, good. I like all that.
So they can call the convention center and or they can come by the convention center and get tickets.
Okay.
The number there is 575-624-6860.
Okay.
And so they can call and get tickets that way. In our ads, we have the app. The
QR code,
the
yeah.
QR code. So
QR code, not UR.
The QR codes, yeah.
Sorry.
And you just scan that,
I'm old.
and you can pick, either the single ticket or the double ticket.
Okay.
You can come by, or you can get them at the door.
Okay. Do they have the tickets at the city's
visitor center?
Yeah, or the Roswell Connect website where you can go for like the rec center stuff.
Oh, you
and
know
all
what?
that?
No, not that I
Okay.
know of. But,
okay. I didn't know if it was through that maybe, or since it's
through our
just the convention center
yes,
stuff. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So and I kind of want to brag on our chef. We have Chef Chad Hayes.
All right.
And if I remember this right, he went to the Cordon Bleu culinary school in Austin.
Oh, nice.
And he's been all over. He wanted to get experience. He did this when he was young. He said his parents said, "Hey, you need to find something to do," and he said,
I like cooking stuff.
Hey, I think I'll go to culinary school.
Nice.
So he spent some time. He spent a couple years in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
And he
Okay.
worked at, I believe, a resort. Anyway,
So does he work with Spam since he spent all the time in Hawaii and they love their Spam in Hawaii? I know. He got like gourmet Spam dishes.
He's actually talked about that. He mentioned something about that the other day as I was kind of passing through doing something. He was talking to somebody about that. But so he's worked for some really great facilities. I can't think of the name of the facility I know it's a golf course.
Okay.
And it's close by Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, all these famous people go and whatnot.
Okay.
And
It's up there near what, Sturgis area or
yes,
up there.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
And so he said, it was a big place, and they served a lot of really, did a lot of really big functions.
Gotcha.
And so it's really neat because he comes with a lot of experience.
Okay.
But the really neat thing is he grew up here in Roswell, New
Okay,
Mexico.
so he knows how to deal with a chile too.
That's right.
So whether it's Spam or barbecue or whatever they eat up there in the country, or chiles here, he's on it.
Yes,
Good.
he makes fabulous meals. The other day we had a taste testing, and he was preparing the salmon, and then it was a chicken breast with apricot sauce.
Nice.
And as I was walking through the exhibit hall on the east side, it's closest to the kitchen, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells heavenly. So I had to go into the kitchen. I was like, wow, it smells great.
So probably not the best job if you're trying to be on a diet or something. Like, dang it, they're fighting me every day. I walk by here and all I smell is food.
But he's really great. I like the way that he interacts with our customers, because after the taste testing, we bring him out and he sits with them and answers any questions that they have, and he gives that personal touch.
Sure.
And that's what I really like about the staff that we have now, and the fact that we're a part of the city's team, is because they require us to be very professional, and it's a very nice environment, and everybody works really well together. And
cohesive group. Yeah, that's good.
And so there's some accountability there, and it makes it really nice. So again, if you're looking for a job, we also have some.
I'll say, well, I got a feeling there's a lot of people in the same shoes you guys are when it comes to that, looking for work right now.
And so we do have a lot of fun. It is a fun job. It's hard work, but it is so rewarding when you give your customers what they want and what they need.
If you love like event planning and event coordinating and executing of said events, a job at the convention center is probably right in your wheelhouse, because in essence, like I would guess maybe if you're younger and you're studying to want to be like a wedding planner or maybe even interior design, that kind of thing, all that, anything that requires that, the experience you'd get over at the convention center would probably benefit you very well. So,
yes.
Maybe younger folks going to college stuff that are looking for opportunities to find work in the fields they're pursuing, go look up the convention center here.
Absolutely.
And who knows? Maybe you got a job here setting up tables and stuff, and next thing you know, you're the one setting up weddings for I don't know, a Kardashian or something.
Their 10th wedding.
So we are filling up really fast, and we do have a couple of big events that are coming in from out of town that we've secured, which is really great. So it'll fill the heads and beds where we, really want these people to spend some money. And not only while they're here attending a convention, they're shopping.
Absolutely.
They are eating at local restaurants.
They're visiting the world famous UFO McDonald's.
That's right. Taking pictures.
Coming through, sightseeing and shopping and eating and staying the night and visiting our community.
We are also having on February 5th, there's going to be a gaming event there.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I'm not putting it on, but they're putting it on there. It's
video gaming?
It's video gaming.
Okay.
Wow.
And it is actually a tournament. So it's teams of 4.
Okay.
And they'll be
so this is like,
up.
all right, now I'm very naive too, but like E-League kind of thing, like
esports.
Yeah, esports. That's what it is. They show on. I see it on like TNT or TBS or one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But they have, and it's competitive. Like
it's
like you watch a football game or something.
It's growing. It's actually going into some of the high schools and the college.
Yeah.
They actually have
and they have like
programs.
teams, like 8 or 10
these are
kids,
teams.
or I say kids, people.
And they're serious. We're partitioning in a way so that you'll be able to see some of the games on the screens, especially like the semifinals and the finals. You're going to see them on all the screens.
Oh, cool.
And then they'll have some vendors there for, I don't know if it's on the gaming, but they're playing the new, is it Call of Duty? I'm not sure. It's one of the
Halo?
new, which not Halo.
It could be either one. It could go either way. I'm not sure which one.
I know it's not.
The people that are knowing are going to know. The rest of us are like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, we're terrible. You can tell we're not gamers.
And then we're coming in like, when's the Mario Brothers tournament?
Yeah, I'm like,
Tetris?
where's Centipede?
Yeah, where's Tetris? I got that.
No, wait, where's Pong?
Yeah.
I can do the DOS system.
Hey, I was a Q-Bert champion and
Pac-Man.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So it's funny because kids, and even adults, but the kids that are my grandson, this is when he was like, he was younger because he's 9 now, but it's been a couple years and I'm not good at video games.
Well, it's big business now.
Yeah, my 10-year-old is into it. He likes the Fortnite right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
So if I don't do things quick enough for him, you know how you have the screen that split, which I just don't understand what I'm doing with all of those things. And so he gets rid of me. And I was like, what did you do? And he goes, Vima, you're just in the way.
That's right. That's all right. Anytime they do that, just put a rotary phone in front of them. Say, make a phone call. See you later. Good luck to that. I'll tell you tomorrow when you haven't figured out how to make a phone call on that yet.
We're the contacts on this thing.
Yeah. See you later.
It's called memory.
Here's a phone book. Go look up my phone number. I'll see you later. Figure out how that works.
I know, isn't that funny how things have changed so
the
much.
yellow pages are weird, aren't they? They're not the same as the light ones. Don't know. You got to figure that one out, don't you? Yeah, so that's what I do. Anytime they start hitting me with stuff, I act like I'm stupid. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know how to use a rotary phone. But yeah, it's definitely, so that'll be coming up in February. So look for chances to get tickets and maybe even compete in that. I don't know if that's a local thing.
Yeah, so you can compete. I don't know if they're gonna sell for people to come in and spectators. I don't think
I hope so.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, that's just it. They have audiences. It's like that's the thing. Like you and I, we're like we just did that in the basement. People weren't paying to watch us play games. We just did. But no, I mean, people go online now, and are millionaires. There's some millionaires that do nothing but play Call of Duty online all day, and people give them money to do that. So,
oh my God!
Yeah,
yeah.
Just stream it on their little channel.
Yeah.
And
That's
get
what my
subscriptions.
Yeah.
And, like,
that's what my
people pay.
grandson was saying. He goes, Vima, I'm going to be a YouTuber
Yeah.
on his video games. That's what he's talking about. So young.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
But so I imagine there's gonna be people wanting to go to that.
I hope so
Yeah,
because
so.
they're really excited. We're really excited about
Yeah.
hosting it. So, I mean, and I can just imagine, when you're getting trained, you can understand HR, and you're on the computer and someone's training you and they're standing behind you, and then your fingers don't work on anything.
Mhm.
It's because, and it's weird because you can do it, but you get nervous.
Yeah.
So I can imagine why the gamers don't want, they're going to be 2 teams of 4 in one cube, and they're competing against each other
in their zone, so they can't be distracted by others.
And so I mean, you can walk around, but you can't be in their space.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they're going to be pretty serious.
It's probably like golf. You're not supposed to
Probably.
like talk in someone's backswing or like walk around while they're swinging. I think it's some of that kind of etiquette going on there.
Yes. So excited about that.
Very good. So that's February 5th. But New Year's Eve, the 31st of December, come on out for the Rockin' New Year's Eve celebration. That'll be at the Roswell Convention Civic Center starting at 9 p.m. Tickets are available at the door in advance by coming by the Convention Civic Center. They can go online. Is it through the city's website? I forgot where.
They go online, and then they'll be on our Facebook pages.
Okay.
You'll be able to see the QR code.
Okay. Yes. Look for the City Roswell Facebook page is there. You'll find the QR code there. And, of course, don't forget the big balloon drop that'll happen right after midnight, after the stroke of midnight, then the balloon drop, and $500 cash prize, there's tons of
gift cards.
There's odds are a good chance you could walk away with some prizes there by getting that. Tickets are just $20, right?
$20 for a single ticket, $30 for 2 tickets.
All right.
So buy just the sets of 2 and give one away
There
if
you go.
if you have just a party of 3.
Yeah.
Invite
or if
a
you
friend.
got, you and the family, the mom and dad get $30, and kids, if you had a couple kids, $3 to go. And then, like I said, it's a family-friendly event, so the kids are welcome. There's going to be champagne and sparkling cider for those who want and don't want to partake. And, of course, come out, get ready for dancing and fun and celebrating and ringing in 2022.
It's going to be a great time.
Yep.
It'll be festive.
Absolutely. And, of course, if you're looking for career opportunities both with McDonald's and with the Convention Center.
Absolutely.
mchire.com for McDonald's here. And then, of course, if you go through the city of Roswell's roswell-nm.gov, you'll see the career opportunities there, too. And I would imagine both entities, if you're going through Workforce Connections and all that, probably have listings through Workforce Connections and all that, too. So, which, by the way, if you're looking for work and you're not registered with Workforce Connections, you're making it harder than you need to be because they're advocates for you on work. If you fill out the stuff and you go in there, and if you're serious about getting a job, that's where you need to start there and let them work for you to get through those things. So, good deal. Did we get it all? Anything we missed?
No, I think we got it.
All right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I heard this morning on the news.
What?
McDonald's is working on their meatless burger now. Like I don't know when it's coming out, but. It was all over the financial news this morning, that they're I think they're working with Impossible people. Is it Impossible? I thought I heard.
I'm not quite sure.
I thought I heard Impossible, but don't quote me on that. I thought that's what I heard.
You might be right.
Yeah.
It is in test, and I'm excited to try it. When we get our opportunity to taste it and see how it is.
There you go. Yeah. So game on.
McDonald's, they're not going to put anything out there until
they might not. They don't put it out first. They put it out right. That's kind of their. It's like when the chicken sandwich game went. Everyone's going on chicken. McDonald's didn't put. They had their chicken sandwich. They've always had, but they said, and then they said, all right, now that we've figured out, we're putting ours out. So.
They have a neat thing on their app right now. Is it the 12 Days of Christmas or something?
The
I'm not sure what it's called.
Mariah Carey menu.
Oh yeah. It's right. I think we got it right over there.
Well, I went to go get my usual coffee in the morning, and then I got a free pastry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's the 12 Days of Christmas. Every day leading up to Christmas Day, it'll be a different deal that you get for free if you use the app. I think it's just a minimum of $1 purchase.
Yeah.
And you get that item for free.
Yeah.
If you're not on the McDonald's app, you are missing out.
All kind of exclusive
I only
deals.
do
for
the
that,
McDonald's app because, and my husband doesn't. He's like, I don't want to mess. He doesn't want to mess with technology. And I was like, you don't know what you're missing.
There are so many fun, awesome deals on there. And this year we also launched our My McDonald's Rewards system. So if you are a frequent, customer and you come quite often, you need to sign up for those rewards points. So every time you come, you give us your code, and for every $1 you spend, you earn 100 reward points, and you can redeem those for free items. So
Next thing you know, you're not paying for dinner because you got it all free for reward.
I got free my free meal. I earned it just from I was gonna come anyway. So if you don't have the app, download that app.
Absolutely.
It is
it's
awesome.
free to download and of course, like you said, it's exclusive deals. You can actually order everything through the app, so it's very handy.
Yes.
Well, thank you, ladies. If I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you both, and we'll all be out with bells on for New Year's here.
Yeah, hope you and your wife come out.
Yeah, it'll be fun here.
Great.
So, thank you guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon. All right.
All right.
All right. It is 7:54. Let's get you in your Chaves County sports update and town hall business. Quick break. Don't go away.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Hey, I tell you what, the Hagerman Bobcats boys basketball team is off to a rip-roaring start. 6-0 for the Bobcats at this early stage, and they'll be taking on Capitan tonight. Capitan's 5-4. That starts at 7 o'clock this evening. That should be a pretty good game. Hagerman is coming off of a 44-34 victory over Tularosa on Tuesday. Also, in girls basketball, this is tomorrow night. Hagerman's girls at 4-5 playing at Dexter, which is 2-2. Is this part of a boys-girls doubleheader? And might be, given that the girls starting at 5:30. And you've also got, speaking of good records, Gateway Christian going into the break for girls basketball with a 7-1 record. Gateway girls defeated Mescalero 38-24 on Tuesday. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. New York City is gearing up to bar most new buildings from using natural gas in 6 years, after lawmakers voted Wednesday to make the nation's most populous city a showcase. If Mayor Bill de Blasio signs the measure as expected, most construction projects submitted for approval after 2027 would have to use something other than gas or oil, such as electricity for heating hot water and cooking. Communication, critical thinking, and data literacy are among the skills that workers need in order to thrive in 2022, according to a new report. The leading online assessment provider is encouraging employers to check how prevalent these modern skills are among their existing workforce. On Wall Street, the Dow up 383 points to 35,927. The Nasdaq up 327 to 15,565. And the S&P 500 up 75 points to 4,709. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company, but come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call...
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services LLC at 626-3521. That's 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services LLC.
Eastern New Mexico University basketball is back on the hardwood as they continue their home schedule versus Champion Christian Thursday, December 16th for Youth Day at 10 a.m. and noon. And the men's team takes on Cameron University Saturday, December 18th at 4 p.m. You don't want to miss out on all the high-flying excitement as the men's and women's teams begin their journeys towards a Lone Star Conference Championship and postseason play. Tickets are only $5 for adults. Kids 8 and under are free. Visit GoEasternAthletics.com for more information. ENMU men's and women's basketball, all in.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Get Grinchy this Christmas at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means great deals for you across the lot, like a Honda Odyssey for just $99 a month. Get a free pecan pie and even a trip to Vegas just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. And register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, a Keurig, an air fryer, and even a 65-inch 4K smart TV. Leave the hoo-hash at home and head for Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd. And Merry Christmas.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
And we're closing in on 8 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour. We're going to talk with the folks in the Roswell Community Little Theater. Next hour, I'm going to try to get my Brian Luck interview in there as well, too. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. Town Hall News right now.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The winds clocked at more than 100 miles per hour across parts of the upper Midwest. The region raked by fierce winds, even some suspected and confirmed tornadoes. Buildings damaged, trees, power lines down. Corey Mead at the National Weather Service says eastern Nebraska and western Iowa were slammed by unusually powerful thunderstorms.
Those storms interacted with very strong winds aloft to organize and produce areas of very strong winds, as well as the tornado occurrences.
President Biden has toured parts of tornado-ravaged Kentucky, promising federal help with the cleanup. Bad weather in the lower Midwest and Mid-South blamed for more than 70 deaths. Unemployment applications rose 18,000 last week to 206,000. Her name is Keishant Sewell, chosen by Mayor-elect Eric Adams as New York City's next police commissioner, the first woman to lead the NYPD in the agency's 176-year history.
Adams, himself a former New York police captain, introduced Sewell as his barrier-breaking choice for one of the most high-profile and powerful jobs in his upcoming administration. Sewell, who serves as the Nassau County Police Chief of Detectives, will be the third black person to serve as New York Police Department Commissioner. The 49-year-old will replace Dermot Shea, who's retiring from the NYPD after 30 years, having spent the last 2 as commissioner. She'll begin when Adams takes office on January 1st. Sewell says she will be laser-focused on violent crime, with a particular emphasis on gun crimes. Bernie Bennett reporting.
A Baltimore police officer fighting for her life after being ambushed early this morning, shot multiple times while sitting in her vehicle. A shootout with a robbery suspect in New York City. An off-duty police lieutenant injured, the suspect killed. Stocks mixed on Wall Street right now. The Dow up 114 points, while the NASDAQ 72 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
A spike in coronavirus infections in the UK prompting France to impose new restrictions on travelers from England.
Speaking on television this morning, the government spokesman Gabriel Attal said that the new measures will be officially announced later, but their substance is now clear. From Saturday, people coming from the UK will be required to have a negative COVID test of less than 24 hours. Once in France, they'll have to self-isolate for a week, but that period of quarantine can be ended after 48 hours if they have a second negative test once in France. Compelling reasons will be needed for entry, which includes visiting family, but not tourism or work. The new measures apply to everyone, regardless of whether or not they've been vaccinated.
The BBC's Hugh Schofield in Paris. 5 children are dead, 4 others critically injured after falling from a bouncy castle was lifted 33 feet into the air by a powerful wind gust on Australia's island state of Tasmania. Townhall.com. Close to 1,500 documents relating to the government's investigation of the JFK assassination have been released by the National Archives.
There was no immediate indication that the records contained any information that sheds new light publicly on the events surrounding the November 22, 1963 assassination in Dallas at the hands of gunman Lee Harvey Oswald. The documents include CIA cables and memos discussing Oswald's never fully explained visits to the Soviet and Cuban embassies in Mexico City. One CIA cable describes how Oswald phoned the Soviet embassy while in Mexico City to ask for a visa to visit the Soviet Union. Oswald re-entered the United States at a Texas border crossing on October 3rd. Additional documents are expected to be made public next year. Mike Gracia, Washington.
It's called a trucking action plan aimed at boosting hiring in the trucking industry. The blueprint to be unveiled today by the Biden administration. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The deuce.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters. Right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday, everybody.
I want it so bad on like a license plate, even if it's like a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I saw it on there, yeah.
Is a heart
an ED.
An ED.
Yeah.
I'll let somebody write that down and figure out what that says. Is loved or
something
that's
else.
So good. Oh, that's so good.
That's inside baseball.
Yeah,
Sorry,
really
it's a
is.
visual. More of a
Write
visual
down
thing.
is a heart an ED. Look at it and say the word heart or say the heart as the word heart.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
There you go. Enjoy. And insert your own laughing there. Yeah, I'm 7. So what?
That's right. One of my favorite lines in the show Frisky Dingo is they're like walking through a bog together, and one of the guys just goes, "Oh, turn 6 already!"
Right?
Like, yeah, I get it. That is my humor, but hey, it works for me.
Hey, I'm a happy man.
It works for me.
You can sit there and shake your head at me or just laugh with me and enjoy the day.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a delightful one. Yeah. We got coming up here. I'm going to try to do this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull it off.
Well, so you got a busy hour.
Well, yeah, I'm going to try to play. I've got an interview. Brian Luck, Roswell's superintendent. He joined me yesterday afternoon, and I'm going to try to work that interview in today. It may end up being tomorrow morning at 7, but we'll try to crowbar that in sometime here today. But we do have this hour here in just a few minutes. We're going to have Chris Whipperman join us from the Roswell Community Theater and Matthew Palmer from the Matthew Palmer Trio talking about tonight's rehearsal, Saturday night's Santa's talent search, which is happening at the Roswell Community Little Theater. And we got the acts, we got everything. The acts are competing for $1,200 in cash prize money. First place will get $500.
Dang.
And so, but the Matthew Palmer Trio, they're the group that kind of sets the tone, just like they did last year, playing music and keeping us entertained when the acts aren't performing there. So, they're going to once again make the event sound good.
Oh yeah, the in-house band.
So, and hopefully you've seen the Matthew Palmer Trio perform at various places. Like matter of fact, they were I believe a semi-finalist in the when UFO Festival deal. Yep. So, but anyway, we're gonna talk with them here in a little bit and chit chat and invite you to come out Saturday. It's gonna be fun. Grinch will be there. Yeah.
So. Ever since you showed me that picture last week of the Grinch that basically it was just a Grinch with was dragging a wagon, and ever since then I was thinking, is this the costume that you've gone with this year?
I would love to.
Badonkadonk Grinch.
I don't think I got enough to fill those pants.
You don't have to. That's the beauty of padding. See, this is why cosplay works, because you can be someone you're not. You don't have to be dragging that wagon. You could build your wagon and then drag it to the event.
Well, I do got to sit on said wagon.
Yes.
For 3 hours.
Think of how much more comfortable that'll be.
Could be.
All that added fluff.
Yeah.
Telling you, a little junk in the trunk makes things super comfy.
It depends on...
Especially if you don't have to carry like the gelatinous fat waste of the junk in the trunk. Well, the trunk. The trunk.
I got the fat waste part.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on.
Got a dumper, Mr. Grinch.
I don't know if there's enough fur.
Up a donk, a donk, a donk.
I don't know if there's enough fur to cover all regions.
I just want to hit a fat beat and drop it like it's hot, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: thick, thick, thick.
Could be the twerking Grinch. Oh, what is? I don't know. Is it the 3rd? Oh, I'm such a dummy.
Do we have another one?
Yeah, Juanita's here too. God, I got nothing written down. So we're gonna have Juanita.
Brian,
we're gonna
see you
get
tomorrow,
and we'll do Brian tomorrow.
So
that's what we're gonna do.
You better get on it. Out.
So, all right, it is 8:11. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have cool high pressure moving into eastern New Mexico today, and that'll keep our temperatures pretty comfortable with low to mid 60s on our afternoon highs, and we should get plenty of breezy, but not nearly as windy as what we've had lately. Partly cloudy overnight, low to mid 30s. Then tomorrow we're expecting mid 60s again and mostly sunny. Cooler for the weekend, highs in the 40s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 38 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 43%. Winds are calm at the moment. Sunny today, high 64 expected. Winds will be out of the north 5 to 10. Tonight, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 34. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, another day in the mid-60s, mostly sunny, 66 tomorrow. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cooler this weekend. Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 49. North winds 5 to 10. Sunday, mostly sunny, highs also right around 49 degrees. All right, we're going to take a quick 3.5-minute break. We're going to talk with Chris and Matt from talking about the big Roswell Community Theater Santa's Talent Search, and then in just a little bit we'll bring Juanita Jennings on, Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, talk about some updates and things happening there. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Hey, this is Dr. Keon Agger at Carabelli Dental in Roswell. Our office is passionate about creating beautiful, long-lasting smiles. But here's the thing. Sometimes that means dentures, and that's not a bad thing. These aren't your grandma's dentures. We combine artistry and the latest technology to create beautiful, natural-looking teeth. If you are in southeastern New Mexico and you have dentures or are considering dentures, you need to come visit us at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 622-4455.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than the average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second upload and download speed. With Faster, get true 500 meg. And with Fastest, get 16 gigs of download and upload speeds. Learn more at plateaufiber.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
The holiday super sale is on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's Gun and Ammo headquarters is wrapping up your holiday shopping with 10% off store-wide. Save big on guns, ammo, and everything you need from brands like Glock, Ruger, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Mossberg, and more. Take 15% off all Liberty safes and get a free Sarge Growler when you spend $200 or more. The holiday super sale on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammo in Hobbs or Roswell, and at lgsguns.com.
Beyond the twinkling Christmas lights, presents under the trees, and parties full of joy and cheer lies the real Christmas. We often gloss over what really happened at that first Christmas. The Bible puts it this way: the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. That's God taking on flesh. God having to be wrapped up in cloths. God getting hungry, God feeling lonely, God dependent on the creation he created, but he had to do it. Let me ask you a question. What made the resurrection real? What made miracles, well, miracles? What made Jesus walk on water? It was his birth. Without God coming into the world, we would have none of this. On that first Christmas morning, God became the very flesh he created. Why? To save you and me, to save the world. So on Christmas morning, while the kiddos are opening up the toys, make sure and give thanks for the one who came to be with us. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
If you're a person who has more to do than you have hours in your day, and everything seems to take priority over your own health, then you're going to love the Loveless MyChart Secure Patient Portal. You can message your doctor, make an appointment, or view lab results anytime, day or night, on your computer or smartphone. Print a list of your medications at the click of a mouse, or even compare previous tests to map your health progress. Loveless MyChart connects you to better health, anywhere, anytime.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and Fiero 106.1 for a live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means savings across the lot and gifts galore, including free trips to Vegas and a pecan pie just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. Plus, register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, an air fryer, a Keurig, and even a 65-inch ultra-high-def smart TV. Drawing at 1 must be present to win. See you Saturday 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:16, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Community Little Theater, Chris Whipperman back with us, and of course from the Matthew Palmer Trio, one Matthew Palmer. Good morning, sir. How you doing today?
Doing good.
Good
morning.
deal.
Good morning.
Saturday night, mark it on your calendars. Bring $5. And some friends, have them bring $5, and come on out to Santa's Talent Search. It's this Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. At the Roswell Community Little Theater.
Yes,
and this is, I guess we could say, second annual, right? Chris?
It is the second annual. Yes,
we had our first annual last year, big success, and of course, folks that came last year probably remember the Matthew Palmer Trio. They were the guys that were performing in between gigs there and just setting the tone for doing the shows and doing your. Doing mostly classic rock hits. I don't think
mostly classic rock, some blues, and some of my originals that I'm writing.
I don't think you do any original stuff. Do you?
I do.
Do you? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I know you do personally. I didn't know if you did at this show. So cool. We'll hear some of those. I'm hoping again.
Oh, yes. Always trying to push the originals, and I do believe we are doing some Christmas music this time.
Nice, very good. What about other gigs? While we got you here, where are you going to be? You guys got some stuff coming up?
In the current moment, I'm playing the 28th of December in Ruidoso at the Hidden Tap.
Okay.
Also known as Downshift Brewery. They're kind of new. And then the 1st of January, I'm actually here in Roswell at Antigua.
Oh,
from
nice.
6 to 9, yes.
Oh, good
local
deal.
gig. It's nice to be able to play local.
Do they feed you when you do those?
They do, and so amazing.
Yeah, I was saying too, he's got some good. I'm sure they're not letting you try the octopus because you're the band, but I'm saying they probably like burgers and stuff. But if they let you try the octopus, it's pretty good.
I need to try it because I've heard it's
tasty.
Yeah, I'm out on that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm not big on food that can fight back.
I guess eating a lot of veggies. That's squirrel rabbit. But anyway. But, well, cool. That's great to, of course, you guys are, if anybody's seen the Matthew Palmer trio, they just, and to be honest, you guys sound a lot louder than a trio. You know what I mean? Like, for a three-piece, it's kind of like you hear famous three-piece bands, like, well, Green Day's a quick one, but there's others, a lot of others. But, it's that appeal where, it's like, after you hear it, and you're like, wait a minute, that's only three guys doing all that? Like, that's amazing. So, very talented. Yourself and your bandmates are just amazing musicians. They're really good. I come out for that alone. You're going to see some great talent and some, but the price of admission is worth just coming to see the Matthew Palmer trio.
Yeah,
hanging out in between and doing the shows and everything.
We've been very lucky. These guys, they joined us last year. They were one of the first acts we talked to last year before we did the show, and it was a great conversation because they're kind of like, we were trying to figure out how to make a full show. Yeah. And these guys were like, you know what? We don't need to be contestants. We'll play for you. And it's been amazing. We had such amazing response from them, and we're so glad to have them back. I think
glad to be back.
I think after the show last year, like as we were walking out to the parking lot, I said, okay, mark your date next year, December 19th.
We're locking you in.
And you know what? The guys have been so excited for this one.
Good.
I got Donnie Simmons on drums and Brady Chambers on bass, and I told them, that, hey, we do have a few gigs that are like necessary through the year, and this is one of them. They're like, okay, this is interesting. And so this year we're actually running sound for all the other acts.
Oh, cool!
And so we're doing the double thing.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine too. This is kind of because our music scene here in Roswell and everything. It's a pretty close knit group. It's we have an amazing underground scene that's not as underground as people think. If that makes sense.
Right.
It's put it this way. A lot of people see this much of it, but there's so much more underneath there. There's so many talented musicians and things playing at stellar various coffee houses around town, various places and things like that. But it's a community.
Yep.
I would imagine some of the people performing as acts here and others, either they may have already be in some of those circles or being introduced to some of those circles.
And that's the other thing that's great about this is it is introducing some people that this is a possibility.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Right.
And it always shocks people. They're like, you do this for a living? And it's so cool to be able to do that because I have the community that supports me.
Yeah.
I have all these other musicians who come out to my shows. I'm able to work with other musicians who are like-minded.
Sure.
Like Brady Chambers plays for GDP.
Oh, cool.
And so it's nice that we have that,
sure.
That sort of thing. And Donnie's played with several other groups around town. I'm failing to mention them because I cannot remember off the top of my head.
But I would imagine, do you guys ever do collaborative projects and things where you're kind of
it's
work together on a song or something?
It's been a long time, and last year didn't really help.
Sure,
COVID. Busy.
COVID does definitely put a wrench in
it. But that is the plan. I'm currently trying to get back into the writing process to release another album.
Okay.
And the guys are interested in working in on that, and hopefully we're going to see how that goes.
Awesome. Yeah. Good deal. That's cool. Well, so hopefully we can, would love to do this in next year or two. When you guys get, some gigs, things, and come and doing some shows around town, come on the show, and maybe we can get all three guys.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Do a little song or two here.
We can definitely do that.
Do a little jamming. That'd be good. That'd be fun.
Yeah, of course, I'm here for the talent show now, but I will mention that March 19th, we are working on putting together a singer-songwriter show at Roswell Community Little Theater.
Oh, cool.
That will feature several local bands. Matt has already agreed to be one of them, and you may remember Marie Manning from last year.
She's a very talented musician.
Very talented. Yeah. She's a contestant again this year, and she's already agreed to be in it, and I think we have at least one other commitment, and we're still looking. If you're out there, we're looking. I'd love to have a Spanish band. I'd love to have somebody who plays
Tejano or regional Mexican or something.
And I'd love to have a country artist, somebody singer, songwriter, local. We're going not so much for a cover band. We'd like you to have some original songs, but we're going to try to get maybe 5 or 6 bands together and just have a night of music. It won't be super expensive, maybe like $15 at the door, and just come down and listen to some local artists. So, again, I'm not here to promote that, but since you mentioned that, this would be a good chance to throw that out there that we're working on it.
Not to take a shot, but I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
What kind of country are bands? You want like today's country or real country?
Okay. I'll answer that honestly. I don't listen to country, so it doesn't really matter to me.
know Matt got it. I think Matt would get that real quick.
Yeah, I mean, Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys is about the last song I tuned in to listen to. So.
Do you want country music with synthesizers or not?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
So if there's any artists out there that would be interested, I'll give you our Gmail or email address for this, which is Santa's Talent Search at Gmail. That's an easy one.
Okay.
So but message me and we'll work on that. But that's down the road. Yeah, sorry.
And another way too is like and follow the Roswell Community Theater Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot a message out to there. Say, hey, I heard Chris on the radio. I'm interested in that event here. The artist and music thing. To get you on there, or come on out Saturday night.
Yeah,
talk to the folks.
Yeah,
out
talk to
here.
me. I'll be there. Yeah,
Yep. Come on out. What time's doors open and everything?
I think we're going to open the doors probably about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We are hoping to have some art and craft vendors.
Yeah,
this
so
year.
get there early. Don't show up at 7:30. Get there, 20 minutes early.
And we do still have a couple tables available. If there's any vendors out there, again, Santa's Talent Search at gmail.com. Message me and we could get you in there. So we will have some other stuff going on before the show, so you can check out some of the vendors and. Should be a great time. We had so much fun last year, and
it's going to be the best fun night for $5 you ever had.
That's right.
You just come out. It's going to be the great. And I'm telling you, you're going to be because I did the same thing. Admittedly, you go in, you're thinking, oh, it's a local talent show. We're going to have like kids doing, And no, it's very talented. The kids up there sing 100 times better than I ever could have thought I did. They're just great acts, and it's a variety. I mean, you got adults up there, you got young kids. I mean, what's our youngest this year?
Little Corbin and Josiah. I hate to say I don't know how old they are, but I mean they're 8, 9 years old.
So they're not middle school yet. They're still elementary school age.
Yeah, they're part of our CAPS program at the theater, so they're familiar with the theater. But yeah, they're going to be playing this year, and we're so excited to have them back. And those guys, Corbin last year played by himself, and his brother's joining him this year.
It's a duet now.
Yeah, you keep an eye on them. They're going to be was it the Hansons? Who are the brother bands that have been around? The Jonas Brothers. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're seeing my music knowledge here. I don't even know the names. I'm like a 70s guy, so I don't know. But the Carpenters, I don't know.
Like the Doobie Brothers?
Right? Yeah. That had the word brothers in it. But,
Smothers Brothers?
Right. Yeah, but you watch these guys. Yeah. And I was joking with Angela, their mother. I said, okay, most bands are trios, so you better get on that.
I need a third
goes,
string.
No, he's going to be a new
How many more strings you got? We need one more to make the trio.
Yes. and what a cool thing. So they've called their band The Strangers. Their last name is Strange. So,
well, I mean
how creative is that?
You've got instant marketing right there.
Right.
You gotta ride with that.
Exactly. But we're excited to have them, and we got a couple new acts this year. And we got a couple acts that have returned, which that's always a good thing to me because that means people had fun last year and felt like it was worth coming out and putting in the work to do the show. So I'm glad they're coming back.
By the way, if the Strange Brothers need a little marketing, I would recommend you open all of your shows with the Ghostbusters theme because it starts at something strange in the neighborhood. Get them right with that.
Yeah, that should be their intro music. Like the way baseball pitchers now have a song playing when they walk on stage. Yeah,
that's how you lead in, right? That every time. Walk up with that.
Yeah,
so, awesome. Very cool. But folks, come on out this Saturday night. Show curtains up at 7:30. Get there early. Like I said, visit some of our vendors. Get the kids' picks with Santa, and come on here and be a part of it. And then don't forget, you get to vote for your favorites. There is an audience favorite award that'll be awarded too. Don't forget, you're also the judge and myself and Rudolph and the Sugar Plum Fairy. I say myself, the Grinch. I don't know me. I have no say in that. We're gonna have a tough decision trying to pick our first place and second, third place acts here because it's going to be some great talent. You come help us.
Yeah.
Your crowd reaction's probably going to sway the judges a little bit. If they got the crowd going and everything, that's going to sway. So come support your favorite acts.
Right.
Cheer them on hard and come on out Saturday night and have some fun.
Yeah.
With
First place this year is $500, and that is amazing money.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
And the audience choice this year. So just to explain that for people who aren't familiar, when you come in with your admission, you get one ticket. You can buy extra tickets for $1. All the money goes to Roswell Community Little Theater. We are trying to put a roof on our theater.
Right.
So this is all a fundraiser. We're a nonprofit. Also, we will have some raffle baskets. I've had some great donations from some local businesses, so we're going to be putting together some raffle baskets.
Cool.
Tickets for that will be $1. I mean, a couple of these baskets are going to be worth $200 or $300 at the rate we're going here.
Nice.
And if I can, real quick, I want to thank Roswell Ford.
Absolutely.
They are one of our big sponsors this year. Anderson Bethany, again, they're always a great sponsor of the theater. And Berkshire Hathaway, Dan Coleman over there, who has helped with the prize money this year.
Absolutely.
So, and we have dozens of other sponsors. I will mention them all during the show. We just don't have time to mention them all right now. But thank you guys so much for supporting your local community theater.
Yeah, and those entities, those organizations, businesses, none of this would happen without their support.
That's right.
So,
No.
Yeah.
all we're missing is your support. Come on out this Saturday night. Again, curtains up at 7:30. Get there. My guess, roll in about 6:45, 7 o'clock. That way you can get your seat that you want. You can come and peruse the gift baskets and get your pick with Santa and mingle a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. And,
all right.
I'll see you guys tonight.
Yeah. We have our dress rehearsal tonight, so we'll see you later tonight. But thank you so much for having us on, Mike.
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
All right,
and,
thank you.
We'll see you guys with our bells on Saturday.
That's right.
So,
All right.
very
Thank
good.
you very much.
All right. 8:28. We're going to pause for news, quick break, and then Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, will join us next. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. We begin with a developing story out of Roswell overnight. A Roswell police investigation is underway now at the AutoZone at 700 South Main Street. Apparently a shooting there. At this point, not much is known, but RPD spokesman Todd Wildermuth is quoted by the Chavez County News Network as saying the case is a road rage incident that took place near the AutoZone store, resulting in 2 people firing shots at each other. Wildermuth said nobody was injured. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office would like to thank Matador Resources Company and San Mateo Midstream for donating toys for Eddy County's children in need. A toy drive will be hosted on Monday, December 20th at the Eddy County Sheriff's Office from 1 to 4 p.m. The Sheriff's Office asks that children ages 3 to 10 do need to be present in order to get a toy. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have cool high pressure moving into eastern New Mexico today, and that'll keep our temperatures pretty comfortable with low to mid 60s on our afternoon highs, and we should get plenty of sunshine. A little bit breezy, but not nearly as windy as what we've had lately. Partly cloudy overnight, low to mid 30s. Then tomorrow we're expecting mid 60s again and mostly sunny. Cooler for the weekend, highs in the 40s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. New York City is gearing up to bar most new buildings from using natural gas in 6 years, after lawmakers voted Wednesday to make the nation's most populous city a showcase. If Mayor Bill de Blasio signs the measure as expected, most construction projects submitted for approval after 2027 would have to use something other than gas or oil, such as electricity for heating hot water and cooking. Communication, critical thinking, and data literacy are among the skills that workers need in order to thrive in 2022, according to a new report. The leading online assessment provider is encouraging employers to check how prevalent these modern skills are among their existing workforce. On Wall Street, the Dow up 383 points to 35,927. The Nasdaq up 327 to 15,565. And the S&P 500 up 75 points to 4,709. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
When you think of home health care here in Roswell, what's the first thing that pops into your head? That's right, Frontier Medical. We've been doing it better than anyone else for over 20 years, from in-home nursing to physical therapy and so much more. Doctors and hospitals from Albuquerque to Lubbock and everywhere in between have been trusting their patients to us here at Frontier Medical. So when it's time to make a choice, remember Frontier Medical. 575-627-1112. Frontier Medical. Name to remember.
For over 40 years, Sierra Blanca Motors here in Roswell have been providing locals with quality vehicles and are committed to providing you quality vehicles and service for many years to come. No sales gimmicks, no inflated pricing, just a quality pre-owned vehicle listed at retail pricing or less. Have a used vehicle to sell? Get top trade-in value or an amazing cash offer today. Let Danny or Jose provide you a great car buying experience. Call 575-622-7907. happen. Or stop by Sierra Blanca Motors at 720 South Main Street in Roswell. Se habla español.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80-plus Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreenquiz.com now and take the American Cancer Society's 2-minute cancer screening quiz to find out what screening tests are right for you. Don't wait. Take the quiz, get screened. Go to cancerscreenquiz.com now. cancerscreenquiz.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 33 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in the studio this morning, City of Roswell Public Affairs Director and about 10 other things. Juanita Jennings back with us. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. Excited. Love this season. It just brings so much joy, and I just love it.
And I think now people are like in Christmas mode.
Yes.
Like a week ago, not so much maybe, but now that we're like a week away, everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, maybe we should start thinking about Christmas now.
Yes.
So, good deal. But City, fortunately, has been planning ahead. So they've been getting ready for Christmas, and we got lots of great stuff coming up here for the holiday season for families to participate and get involved with. So I know kids are going to be, this is their last week of school here, and so they'll be on the Christmas holiday break here next week. City's got things for you to do and talk and get involved with.
Well, we do. The Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center is hosting their Winter Fun program. So if you are a working parent, a working grandparent, and you need a place for your child, send them to the rec center. They are going to be doing arts and craft activities. They'll be doing some sports. We will be open from Monday, December 20th through January 4th, which is the RISD Christmas break calendar. Christmas break. Yeah. The only days that we're closed is the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day.
So next Friday and Saturday, and then the Saturday on New Year's Day.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So if you need a place for them to be entertained, less screen time, more activity, send them there. It's
in
really
group
great.
settings a little bit too. I love that. I mean, obviously, COVID world, we keep everybody, but that's that enrichment side where I mean, if I get it, if you're busy, you got to work, and you're like, take the kid to the babysitter or something,
right?
Which I get, but this is an opportunity to take your child there, and then they're actually doing activities, sports, making friends, working in group settings, all those things that are needed. Children need to have to acclimate and become good adults at some point.
Absolutely.
In the road. So that's a great way and very affordable way for you to expose your children to some of those opportunities.
Yes, and it's ages 5 and up, just for clarification, ages 5 and up. But they'll be able to be with our rec leaders. They'll be in different groups, different pods. Obviously, we want to make sure everybody feels safe and comfortable, but there'll be indoor volleyball, there'll be some basketball, maybe dodgeball. They're going to be doing some arts and crafts, some wreath making. They'll be doing maybe some snowflakes, beadwork, all kinds of just different things to keep them active and entertained.
Absolutely. If you're wondering if your kids will dig it, I'll tell you they will. And the only reason I say is because when I was a kid, I'd go visit my grandmother for 2 weeks up in upstate New York, and so she would send me. Of course, there's a bunch of old people, right? It was just me and old people. Wasn't a whole lot of kids and friends and stuff. So I used to go. She'd sent me like a day camp kind of thing, and very similar to what this is here. And I used to look forward to. We go, and I got to walk to it because it was close nearby and all that. But I got to play sports and do fun activities with kids, and And what turned out to be a trip I thought was going to my grandparents is going to be me, elbows off the table for 2 weeks and eat your fruit.
Yeah.
Turned out to be fun because I made friends and got to hang out and do that stuff. So
that's awesome.
Kids love this opportunity. This will be a great way for them to be enriched and entertained.
Absolutely.
While you're getting Christmas ready or going to work or what you got to do.
Absolutely. Even if you have family visiting and you do want to do a drop-in, they have a drop-in rate as well. Maybe you don't want to do the whole winter break, but maybe you just want to do a couple of days. You can definitely do that. Give them a call, 624-6719. You can find all of the information to register them online at
very good.
RoswellConnect.com.
Yes, anything rec center, zoo related, any of that. If you wanted tickets to events to any of those things at the zoo or things at the rec center, aquatic center, the Roswell Connect website is your resource for all of that. So and if you're looking for information too, if you want season passes or any of that kind of stuff, you'll find it all through Roswell Connect.
Absolutely.
Do you do bus passes and all that through there too, or is that
we
through
don't?
the city?
That's separate. That's through the transit department.
Okay.
But not to say that we can't do it. We just haven't done it
There's
yet.
not a demand, or
not quite yet.
But
maybe soon.
Very good. I was just curious, just because that's the city has so many amenities, and
they do.
But when it comes to the rec and community fun type stuff, all that's through Roswell Connect.
I think of it as our enrichment services. It's everything that enriches our lives in a community. That I think that's why people live in a community, is to do these types of things and to give back and have better quality of life. And so really exciting stuff happening there at Rec Center. And then, of course, Saturday, our big day, we're having a Merry Capybara Christmas.
Nice.
Our new animals. Thankful and grateful to Kelly and Derek Smith, who were our donors to purchase these animals for the zoo. And
Kelly's been immensely involved with the Friends of the Zoo there for years now and doing all that stuff.
So we're grateful for their support and continued support for Spring River Zoo. We'll be they've been kind of out on display and just getting acclimated. They're just babies, but they look bigger. Capybaras.
They're big babies.
Capybaras are the largest rodents in the world.
Wow.
And so we have 3 of them, which is really, really exciting. And all of our other animals are also going to get their Christmas gifts on Saturday.
So you can come and watch them unwrap their gifts. And
come watch 10:30 a.m. Normal ticket admission prices. There'll be hot cocoa, candy canes, and just a really great day. For the zoo. You can also purchase your zoo membership if you still need a gift.
Perfect.
Great gift for the year, and there's lots of different things happening out there. So
make sure you have plenty of cocoa, because I think I heard it's going to be like 50 on Saturday.
Yes.
So I think cocoa is going to be in demand Saturday morning out there. So
yes.
Definitely. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. If you've never seen that, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. The Christmas gifts, it's part of the animal enrichment. If you're not familiar with what they do, is basically they put like their treats and they'll wrap them up in gifts, and you get to watch the animals open and interact with it and problem solve. It's actually very good for the animals because it simulates some of their hunting and gathering styles in the wild, doing some of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's fun for us to watch, and it's fun for them to interact in those gifts. So come on out, interact in zoo. And like you said, if you want to learn more about becoming a friend or volunteering or being a member of the zoo, these are all great ways to do it. There's so much more going on out there. And of course, don't forget to head out there in the evenings right now through Christmas for the Christmas Railway as well too. That's that. If you haven't done that yet this year, new this year is the Plateau Skating Rink, but they always got cool stuff out there with VR and lots of food and entertainment. So make sure when it's Zoo by day and then Christmas Railway by night out
there. You go. Yeah. And the one great thing, if you have the means to give this year, we are announcing, you should see it in your mailbox pretty soon. It's the end of the year gift giving for Spring River Zoo. So we're looking at our next project. Obviously, Mountain Lion exhibit was really great. We've been able to do the Alexis's fence, our elk, because of all the generous donations of this community, of our visitors coming in, with all of the fees that have been, charged, admissions we started charging in January. We've been able to do other upgrades to different exhibits. So new rock, new fencing, new chutes to do vet care, which is really great for our baby longhorns.
Sure.
And so we're kicking off our new project for 2022.
Okay.
Which is a butterfly garden.
Oh, cool.
So we're super excited for that. But of course, we need the support of the community. So if you have the means and would like to give a tax-deductible gift by the end of this year, December 31st, feel free. You can go online, springriverzoo.com. We have a donation button online, or you can send a check to P.O. Box 1838, Roswell, New Mexico, 88202.
Very cool. Just the logistical question, like when a butterfly garden, will it be like a habitat for butterflies, or is it just be like an open garden where butterflies come to do their thing?
Ideally, we would love to have a habitat.
Okay.
So we're starting small. It just depends, how much money we can raise.
Okay.
It's a smaller project. Of course, we still have other large projects that we're going to be kicking off in January.
Okay.
You have to go to committee to get approval before we can move forward on the bigger ones. But
Okay.
this is one that zoo staff, our new zoo director John Wright, felt that we can do it with minimal money, but still a significant amount.
And I you know what I like about this too is maybe that's something with the Bitter Lake, because of their but we talk dragonflies, but they've got a whole thing with butterflies and stuff too. So I imagine there's an educational pairing partnership there.
Yes, we're super excited. We have our new education coordinator starting in January. It comes to us from back east. Lots of information and just a wealth of knowledge, benefit to Roswell for sure. And our pond opening. So lots of exciting things happening for the zoo in 2022. We're very, very happy.
So good time to get in and be a part of all of that.
Get your membership.
Absolutely, too. And then don't forget, talk to Kathy Lay with she runs Keep Roswell Beautiful, but she does a lot of other volunteer side stuff with the city. And they've got their community volunteer program where you can work at places like the zoo. It's not just the zoo, but that's one of the places that folks. And so it maybe if you a college student or a high school student that's wanting to maybe be a veterinarian or get into farm and ranching, animal husbandry, or anything that deals with that kind of stuff, this might be a great experience opportunity where you get to experience that. And obviously you're helping our community by coming out and volunteering and helping be a part of these projects and things. So
absolutely.
So reach out to her if you're interested in doing some stuff like that. Maybe you're making a resolution to get more involved in 2022. Kathy can help you achieve that resolution.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for always supporting her initiatives and everything that we're trying to do to get, different things happening in the city. So we appreciate that.
She's got bigger and battered, I say battered, not like Michael Jackson battered, things coming up here in 2022. So be on the lookout for that. So.
Yes, absolutely. And then also on Saturday, so go to the zoo in the morning, 10:30 a.m. And then at 1 o'clock, come by the visitor center. We will have Santa with hot cocoa and pictures. And we also have a special, you can get your Roswell gear. Everything's 25% off right now. Just for the holidays. We'll gift wrap it and give it to you in a cute little, logoed bag.
So all you got to do is give the gift to your special person.
Yes. And if you can't come in, we actually have a curbside pickup and delivery.
So if that feels more comfortable for you, that's an option as well.
Absolutely.
Good deal. But if you want to get your pics with Santa, bring the kids out, or your kids at heart to come get pics with Santa.
Yes. Free pictures with Santa. So come on out. 1 to 3 at the visitor center.
Which is the old Conoco building right downtown here. It's beautifully painted.
Yes.
In the white and green with the Roswell logos and I think it's got UFO Festival all over it, if I remember right.
On the south side.
On the south side,
yes.
Well, that's the one I see most when I'm coming back, and that's what I notice. But you can't miss it. It's right there. If you've never been in, go in there, walk in there, and it's a beautiful. I think especially us locals, we don't think about it because I'm not a visitor, I live here. You know what I mean? But you would be surprised how much you'd find out if you go in there. But obviously, if you got family coming into town and everything, and you yourself are thinking, well, what else can I do in this community with my family in town? Go visit the visitor center. They'll point you to a whole bunch of places. I know we try to here, but that's their business. That's what they do. They're here to help help navigate folks around our community.
Yes,
So.
absolutely.
Yeah, very good. Is there anything we missed? Anything?
Just the last thing, Roswell Convention Center. I know you had
Yes.
Elizabeth earlier, but they are doing such a great job, and just really want to thank the community for coming back to us. We've got a full calendar, January, February, March,
Which means
we need more staff.
Yeah.
So we are hiring for bartenders, bar back servers, kitchen help. It starts at $15 an hour. If
Okay.
you're interested, please contact David Reed. He's our general manager there at the convention center. 624-6700. You can call in, and just really thankful to the Roswell community for, wanting to come back to the
Absolutely.
convention center and booking events and helping the tourism and hospitality industry, which we serve out.
Absolutely. And obviously, with all that goes on there, the more stuff that happens, the better that is for our community. That's
Yes.
more. I mean, obviously, obviously we have the actual events and people are coming there, but as Elizabeth said in our conversation there, those same people stay the night in our hotels, they eat in our restaurants, they shop in our stores. So the more events, both local and from out of town coming into that facility is better for the overall prosperity of our community. So yeah, it's a great thing to see that we're seeing businesses and groups are starting to book that place again. If you're looking for a career opportunity there, this is, I could see, especially, the bar backs and the bartenders and servers and all that. This is a great way to learn the business, to really get, because you're going to, you're going to be, it's a unique way to do it. And what I mean by that, because it's fast paced, but at the same time, you kind of have the captive audience. They're all there at one time. It's a little different than working a restaurant where you're just kind of doing the same thing all night. Here, it's all in waves. And it's like, okay, we got a dinner. Now we got to get our courses right. And so there's a science to all of that. And you can learn all about that. And who knows? You get in as a bar back or a server or something like that. Next, you're the guy that's planning the menus. You're the one that's organizing the event. So if you love that kind of work, or maybe you're going into the hospitality industry, this is your chance to learn it, to see it, to do it at $15 an hour. That's pretty good pay while you're learning how to do your job.
Yes.
Then when you're going to college and all that, pursuing these, this is a great opportunity to do that. So
Absolutely.
Apply within.
Absolutely. And even if you have maybe your grandkids or your kids are coming home for college right now, I know that we had some really great, Roswell natives, high schoolers that helped us out in the summer. They went off to college this semester, and guess what? They came back, and so they're working with us. So if you know any college kids that are coming back, this winter break, we will gladly put them to work. So just have them reach out, 624-6700.
And I just saw the time. Well, we got a few minutes, but I just saw something I want to mention there in the other ancillary. We talk about, think about you as adults and everything else, and you think, oh, remember the summer I worked here or whatever. That's where you make those memories and learn the most, is those opportunities. So utilize it. Call the city, get in there, and like next thing you look back and it's like, man, you're sitting there running your restaurant or having your big business, and you're thinking, well, it really, I learned my chops here at the convention center, being a bartender or, server or whatever, it's that, I'm telling you that the guys that are probably running it right now, those folks, the chefs and everything, they probably start doing exactly what we were just talking about there. They are there, working as servers or, sous chefs or whatever somewhere. And that's how they start. So come get your foot in the door and start your path to that career today.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Again, roswell-nm.gov. You'll see everything for jobs there we were talking about. And, of course, anything city related. So if you want to talk to your city councilors or any of that stuff, you go through the City of Roswell, roswell-nm.gov website. And, again, rec center, zoo, all that related stuff. Roswell Connect is the website you're going to want to go to there. Is it .org or .com?
.com.
RoswellConnect.com.
Yes.
So go there. And then, of course, don't forget, the Recreation Center is offering their holiday youth program here. If you'd like to sign up, again, talk to the Rec Center or go through Roswell Connect. And like you said, too, there is drop-in days. So if you're like, hey, I'm going to have the kids, but there is a day I got to go buy some Christmas gifts and stuff. And it sure would be handy if they're not on my shoulder doing that.
Absolutely.
So you can do that, too. So very good. Awesome. Did we get it all?
Yes, I think so. For this week.
For this week. Till next time.
Till next time.
Well, if I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You and your family, and enjoy that. And we look forward to bigger, more exciting things for 2022.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
All right. It is 8:51. Let's do this. Let's pause for some local news here. And do I have my business update? It's around here somewhere. I'll get that in there for you, too. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley News update, I'm Jared Cirillo. We begin with a developing story out of Roswell overnight. A Roswell police investigation is underway now at the AutoZone at 700 South Main Street. Apparently a shooting there. At this point, not much is known, but RPD spokesman Todd Wildermuth is quoted by the Chavez County News Network as saying the case is a road rage incident that took place near the AutoZone store, resulting in two people firing shots at each other. Wildermuth said nobody was injured. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office would like to thank Matador Resources Company and San Mateo Midstream for donating toys for Eddy County's children in need. A toy drive will be hosted on Monday, December 20th at the Eddy County Sheriff's Office from 1 to 4 p.m. The Sheriff's Office asks that children ages 3 to 10 do need to be present in order to get a toy. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have cool high pressure moving into eastern New Mexico today, and that'll keep our temperatures pretty comfortable with low to mid 60s on our afternoon highs, and we should get plenty of sunshine. A little bit breezy, but not nearly as windy as what we've had lately. Partly cloudy overnight, low to mid 30s. Then tomorrow we're expecting mid 60s again and mostly sunny. Cooler for the weekend, highs in the 40s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. New York City is gearing up to bar most new buildings from using natural gas in 6 years, after lawmakers voted Wednesday to make the nation's most populous city a showcase. If Mayor Bill de Blasio signs the measure as expected, most construction projects submitted for approval after 2027 would have to use something other than gas or oil, such as electricity for heating hot water and cooking. Communication, critical thinking, and data literacy are among the skills that workers need in order to thrive in 2022, according to a new report. The leading online assessment provider is encouraging employers to check how prevalent these modern skills are among their existing workforce. On Wall Street, the Dow up 383 points to 35,927. The Nasdaq up 327 to 15,565. And the S&P 500 up 75 points to 4,709. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Beyond the twinkling Christmas lights, presents under the trees, and parties full of joy and cheer lies the real Christmas. We often gloss over what really happened at that first Christmas. The Bible puts it this way: the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. That's God taking on flesh. God having to be wrapped up in cloths. God getting hungry. God feeling lonely. God dependent on the creation he created. But he had to do it. Let me ask you a question. What made the resurrection real? What made miracles? Well, miracles. What made Jesus walk on water? It was his birth. Without God coming into the world, we would have none of this. On that first Christmas morning, God became the very flesh he created. Why? To save you and me. To save the world. So on Christmas morning, while the kiddos are opening up the toys, make sure and give thanks for the one who came to be with us. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Gear up for 2022 at Big O's year-end sale. Head to Big O for our best deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more. From December 11th through the 31st, save on Michelin or BF Goodrich at your neighborhood Big O store and get a reward card of up to $120 with paid installation. No resolutions here, just giant deals to get your car ready for the new year. Head to your local Big O and get a reward card of up to $120 when you buy Michelin or BF Goodrich tires with paid installation. But hurry, you only have a few days left to save. Go big at Big O during our incredible year-end sale. December 11th through the 31st. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. Upgraded installation packages available at additional cost. See store for details.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Get Grinchy this Christmas at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means great deals for you across the lot, like a Honda Odyssey for just $99 a month. Get a free pecan pie and even a trip to Vegas just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. And register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, a Keurig, an air fryer, and even a 65-inch 4K smart TV. Leave the hoo-hash at home and head for Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd. And Merry Christmas.
Your home for Coast to Coast AM in Roswell, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And good morning. It is closing in on 8:58. Stay tuned next hour. Here about 9:15 or so. We're going to have Crystal Noble join us with the Roswell Humane Society. Give us an update on there. I'm sorry. I just didn't have time to work in the Superintendent Brian Luck interview. I promise you, first thing tomorrow morning, 7:15, I'm going to play that. I don't have a guest at 7:15, I hope, unless I didn't write something else down. I've been busy lately, and I have a calendar, and I keep it right here. It's my official written. I'm usually pretty good about keeping and writing things down. I've been a little busy, and then people have been hitting me a lot through text and everything, so I sometimes forget to write things down. I get it. I'm like, oh, yeah, but if I'm not in front of that calendar, sometimes I forget, so that And I know people are like, why don't you have a Google Calendar? And I know. Why don't I? Well, I tried it, and I didn't like it. And I'm 48 and kind of set in my ways. That's what it is. I'm a little old and crotchety in that world. And the Google thing, it wasn't letting me do, like, it was only on the half hours. And I'm like, wow, I'm out. And I probably should pay more attention and see and spend a little more time studying it. And I probably like it. But I'm bullheaded, and I just don't feel like it. Ain't no other excuse to it. I'm just straight up bullheaded. That's all there is to it. Hey, don't forget, Saturday, a lot of stuff happening, including at the Anderson Museum. Saturday, they've got the amazing piano family with the 3 Gs, the Russians there. I can't pronounce their name. But they're going to be a free concert at the Anderson Museum, a great classical pianist and everything else. And, of course, they have their open house going on at the Miniature Museum that morning, too, from 10 to 4. Come out there. These are all come-and-go free events at the Anderson Museum at 2, and then beginning at 10 at the Miniatures Museum there just here downtown. All right, we got to go. News next.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Trees are shattered, homes and businesses damaged or destroyed. Power lines are down, numerous roads are closed, a result of ferocious winds and tornadoes that have pummeled the plains, parts of the upper Midwest. The National Weather Service's Corey Mead says unusually mild weather fueled violent storms in eastern Nebraska.
We had temperatures in the lower to mid 70s at Lincoln and Omaha, and so that's quite a departure from what we normally see here in mid December.
And cleanup underway in the lower Midwest and the Mid-South following fierce storms, including a powerful tornado that devastated parts of Kentucky. Governor Andy Beshear saying the feds quick to respond.
Starting yesterday, there were people here in FEMA shirts walking house to house to start processing people's claims to get them back on their feet. We've gone from looking for our dead to starting to haul away the death and destruction around us.
And that severe weather blamed for more than 70 deaths. It is looking increasingly unlikely that Senate Democrats will pass the president's massive spending bill before Christmas.
The president and fellow Democrats had hoped to pass the nearly $2 trillion social and environment bill before the holiday break. But the White House and Senator Joe Manchin remain at odds over key spending provisions, including an expanded child tax credit. Democrats have been fighting over the package for months, while all Senate Republicans oppose the bill. Greg Clugston, Washington.
The hunt is on for the gunman who ambushed a Baltimore City police officer early this morning while she was sitting in her patrol car. An officer hospitalized in critical condition. On Wall Street, stocks are mixed. Right now, the Dow is up 216 points. The Nasdaq down 117. The S&P trading 7 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
More Americans filing jobless claims.
The Labor Department reports 206,000 people applied for unemployment benefits last week. That was an increase of 18,000, but still low by historical standards. The 4-week average continues downward, dropping to its lowest level since November 1969. Weekly claims are now below the level typical before the coronavirus pandemic hit. Altogether, some 1.8 million Americans were receiving traditional jobless benefits the week that ended December 4th. That figure was also lower. With employers posting a near-record 11 million job openings in October, economists say the labor market's biggest problem right now is too few workers. Ben Thomas, Washington.
The European Central Bank deciding to avoid an abrupt end to its pandemic crisis support for the economy as the new Omicron COVID variant stirs uncertainty about the economic recovery. News and analysis at townhall.com. Federal grand jury has indicted a Houston-based company and 2 of its subsidiaries for an October oil spill off the Southern California coast.
Amplify Energy and its subsidiaries have been charged with illegally discharging oil, a misdemeanor. Investigators believe the pipeline was weakened when a cargo ship's anchor snagged it in high winds in January, months before it ruptured, spilling about 25,000 gallons of crude oil in the ocean. Prosecutors say the companies didn't properly act when alarms repeatedly alerted workers to a pipeline rupture. Amplify says workers on and offshore responded to what they believed were false alarms because the system wasn't functioning properly. I'm Mike Hempen.
A spike in coronavirus infections in the UK prompting France to impose new restrictions on travelers coming in from England. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. It on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3 of Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Welcome to it.
Penultimate day of your week.
I got cranked up a little bit. That's why I sound a little poppy.
Got a little amped.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to up my mic yesterday for something else.
So. P-pops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We need P-pop guards on our mics.
Yeah, I have a lot of P-popping.
Mm-hmm. I got a weird look, by the way, the first time I ever called this a muff.
Really?
Because I've always known it as a muff.
That's
Mike Muff.
Well, we called it,
but it's a windscreen. They're like looking all weird because they were like, it's not a muff.
See, in my head, that actual screen you put over. That's a windscreen.
Okay, so what that is? No, this I just found out the other day. That is literally called a P-pop filter. It's called a pop filter. But yeah, I know. I was just as mad as you are because I was like, yeah, my mic muff, and they're like, you're what now?
Yeah.
Windscreen?
Yeah. No. You learn our nomenclature.
That's right.
Real nomenclature.
That's right.
Y'all just come in and make up words. No. These words are already established before you got here.
That's right. It's meta, not meta. Oh, I swear y'all are like Mandela affecting me on that one.
I don't recall hearing him ever saying
okay.
The word either way.
Let me back up.
So I can't take sides because I don't recall him ever saying it one way or the other.
Of course you don't. For the entirety of my employment here, every time our boss, the esteemed Gene Dow, I was going to accidentally drop his real name. The esteemed Gene Dow, Jonathan Dow, he has said the word metadata when talking about anything to do with metadata.
And I wish I remembered. I don't remember.
And I never brought it up because the way Gene is, he just says things weird, and I didn't want to be that guy that, ruined his day. So I just kind of went with it. It was metadata, like whatever. And I never pointed it out. Now I feel like the backside of a mule for never pointing it out. Because now I feel like I'm alone in this endeavor.
Well, and he said it right the time.
The other day, we were sitting around talking about what Facebook is now. He's like, no, it's Meta. And I'm like, I think that's the first time I've ever heard you say the word meta, not meta.
Yeah. And when you said it the other day, I was like, I don't remember one way or the other.
And
I really don't.
That's what threw me off because I'm sure he was trolling me in the whole I've never said meta in my life. And you.
Me?
And
Why is
you.
it me? I don't remember.
You were there so many times.
But I don't remember. It didn't register in my brain.
What it feels like the entirety of Pecos Valley Broadcasting Company is gaslighting me.
I swear to God, I'm not. I'm
going to be in like a round room in a straitjacket and be like, he said Meta. And I say he said Meta.
It's diabolical and I love it, but I really didn't do it. I really don't.
What entertains me even more is it almost feels like you guys and Zuck are in cahoots on this long con over a period of years really get me.
You're giving us way too much credit, but I love it.
Gene and Zuck in each other's back pockets.
Oh man, yeah, that's good. I think you should just call it Meta anyway.
And it's such a little thing.
Yeah,
but it's driven me to the point of almost insanity.
I think you should take it back.
But that. Here's the thing: for a successful gaslight to happen, the devil has to be in the details. Like you have to pepper in things like meta versus meta. I have to doubt at the core the small stuff in order for you to get away with the large stuff. This is like gaslighting 101.
It is.
I feel like I'm getting a master class.
You could be. Could be.
Gene he's amazing. You know what? I just realized Gene is short for genius.
It could be.
You diabolical son of a gun, you.
Yep. You know what it is he doesn't have the mustache to curl.
Right.
That's what he slipped through the cracks there. Didn't know.
Here's the thing. Nobody noticed. He slipped in a bad guy beard without any of us even noticing. Well, over the course of the pandemic, he started rocking this full-blown beard.
Well, he used to be bearded.
Yeah.
He's been, and then he went for years.
He was fresh-faced for
sans beard.
See, the two times that I've known Gene, the mix era and then this era.
He was bearded then.
Was he bearded then?
He was bearded in the mix era.
Huh.
When I first met Gene Dow, he was bearded.
Maybe I just didn't remember.
Yeah, he was bearded.
A young bearded genius Dow.
And then he went goatee for a bit.
Did he?
And then he just went bald-faced boy.
I went just goatee for a while. I had family telling me I looked Amish. Just the beard part.
See,
no
that
mustache.
would have encouraged me to do more.
Right.
If someone said I looked Amish, I'd be like, really? Thank you. I'm going to get, because I don't know why.
Change my name to Jedediah and own it.
I'd own that. You know what I mean? Because I don't care what people think. I really don't.
But it was around that time I'm like, maybe I should put a mustache on this. And then I went with full goatee. And
See, I'm proud to say that when I was working at scout camp, like late teens, early 20s there, I rocked it was the firefighter police officer mustache.
Oh, just the stash?
Yeah.
Just oh man.
I rocked it at camp and then I ran the shooting sports area, rifle and shotgun and all that, and then I'm this guy with the stash. Yeah.
Gosh, what was his name?
I look like I was straight out the cast of Tacoma FD or
what was
Reno
his name
911.
in Talladega Nights? What was the guy? Oh, what was John C. Reilly's alter ego in Playgirl?
Mike Honcho.
Mike Honcho. That's what I pictured. It was Mike Honcho. You had the Mike Honcho mustache.
I had a Mike Honcho-esque look to me. Yeah,
oh man,
Uh-huh.
dude, that's the one look I don't think I could ever pull off. Just a mustache.
I had it for a couple summers there.
That's a tough sell, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a tough. Okay, just mustache works on a certain face. If you've got like a firefighter's / like policeman's,
it turns
physique,
your face into that when you have that
it really
mustache. It kind of, unless you got like a Sam Elliott style beard, because then you look like a cowboy.
Yeah.
But anything shortened up to meet a regulation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just the stash.
Yeah, but
but
those stashes are a little shorter because they got to meet regulations. So I had that stash for a couple summers.
Man, that's a bold look, dude.
I need to go dig through photos and find one of the old camp pictures of me in that stash. I wonder if I have one somewhere.
I almost feel like I almost
annals.
And this would be a tough sell, but I almost feel like if we could get enough money donated to like a local charity over the course of the next year, I would just go mustache.
I think it's coming back. I'm seeing more people wear just the stash.
I don't know, man.
I think it's starting to resurge back.
I feel like you have to have a specific attitude in life to have just a mustache.
I'm not going to say it directly, but I got a feeling 2022, year of the stash. I think there's going to be more people donning just the stash in 2022.
I mean, I would definitely be intrigued to see if that happens. It's weird how fashion goes through these weird cycles. Like gray, it's sort of still in, but there for a minute, gray hair was really huge.
That's why I'm doing it.
I'm telling you, you've been rocking that look. Yeah, you're a trend setter, my friend.
I am.
Trend setter.
I can't wait till balding, not
Balding.
bald.
Yeah,
balding comes in, because when balding is in, like if you're bald, you're fine. And if you got a full head of hair, you're fine. But if you're in the middle, people judge you.
You ever wonder if it's like the people who are establishing these style trends are just a little self-conscious about things? They're like, yeah, slight paunch is in. Yeah, a little bit of belly fat, little hangover, super in right now.
Right.
Get the look, man. Get the look.
Oh, I'm halfway there. I got the paunch.
Man cans are hot right now. Everybody's doing them.
But and I. At some point, I'm like, I'm just going to shave my head bald, but I don't want to.
Here's the thing.
I don't want that kind of maintenance. That's a lot of work.
When you're bald with no facial hair, if you go bald, you have to do bald and facial hair. If you're bald with no facial hair, you run a real risk of like an American History X / Michael Chiklis feel.
Yeah.
So bald with facial hair, you still kind of dance on the edge of an American History X Edward Norton.
Yeah.
But you just got to be careful with it.
But I'm not a fan of the bald guy with the full beard because I don't know where to start the beard.
Oh, that's
like, where's that beard
start? No, this is perfect. This is why you are built for the bald with beard.
Okay.
You wear glasses.
Yeah.
It starts right here.
Right where the glasses.
Right at the glasses line.
Okay.
And then you can just grow that. This is a perfect line of demarcation. Just right there.
Okay.
Boom. Done.
All right.
Too easy.
One of these days, maybe in 2022.
There you go.
I will go bald.
Can I start calling you Chiklis?
You did last time I went bald.
Please. Can we normalize calling Mike Chickless?
Just saying, isn't there been an update to bald people?
I don't know. That's what comes to my mind. Mr. Clean, Michael Chickless. Of course, Mr. Clean was clean.
Yeah. See, I grew up in an era where if you were bald, they called you Telly Savalas.
Chickless at least, had some scrag to him.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe what's the guy's name? Pawn Stars. What's the dude's name?
Now we're going down.
Yeah, I know. That's the only one I could think of was
Michael
the bald
Chickless.
with the beard.
I'll stick with not the dad from or the middleman.
Well, you could just go bald up top, shaved around the sides, and go superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah, that's a look.
Start rocking the bandana.
That's a look.
Heck
I
yeah.
can do that.
I like it.
And my hair grows really well on the sides.
Nice.
Back, it's just up top, it's a little thin.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm the same. Yeah, around these parts they call it the thickness.
The thickness. Mm-hmm. I got that. All kinds of that. So
she found her nuts.
I'm glad. Have you tried the walnuts?
The pralines?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's got some.
Oh my goodness.
They're pecans. Yeah.
Yeah. You're lucky there's any left.
I know. We were doing them by the handfuls yesterday.
By the way, I got to thank Amy McVeigh-Tejas and the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. I meant to do it this morning, but I got busy. She dropped off a wonderful fruit and cookie basket that had cookies and brownies and these praline nuts.
So good.
That are like a sugar coated or
they're pralines. They're candy coated.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the fruit found a good home. Don't worry, Mike. Mike turned his nose up. He ate one piece of honeydew melon.
I want it to be known. I want credit. I ate a piece of honeydew.
He did. You know what?
A whole piece.
Got to give him that.
Chewed it, swallowed it, ingested.
He got his greens in for the year.
I ate a honeydew.
Mm-hmm.
So I want money. That's what I got.
I want money because I hate that
Last
honey.
time I did it, people gave me money. That's what I want.
$500? I'll eat a salad.
I got a nickel every time I ate a piece. So,
Dang.
One summer I made like $10 eating veggie or eating fruit.
That's a racket. I got to get that going. That's
Well, that's how bad I was. Because I go to my grandparents up in New York for the summers.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the third time I've referenced that in this show today. That's very weird. But anyway, yeah, there was one summer when my grandma, and she was very formal, like the setting the table, your fruit your salad plate, but she'd have fruit at every meal, and so they would give me like a nickel for every piece of fruit I ate. So like when at dinner they'd put like a piece of pineapple, some cottage cheese on it and say, eat that, here's a nickel. I'd eat that, get my nickel. And then sometimes it'd be apricot, sometimes it'd be whatever it was, blueberry. But I ended up like getting like $10 at 2 weeks there because I ate so much fruit.
You didn't like fruits, vegetables, and so you were bribed.
I like veggies. I don't like fruits.
Now, them at the time thought this is genius. This is how we're going to get him to eat his vegetables, and he's going to grow up with a love of vegetables and associating it with money. How you feel about fruits and vegetables now?
I love veggies. Still don't like. I don't eat fruits.
Mom, Dad, it doesn't work. Stop bribing your children. Proof positive.
I did get $10.
Chocolate covered vegetables? Well, yeah.
No.
That cancels it out.
I don't like it.
But he's a chocolate nut.
Yeah, I love chocolate, but you put fruit in there, and you just ruin some good chocolate. That's the way I look at it.
I'm a man who loves a good raisinette.
I don't mind raisinettes. Mm-hmm. I'll take a goober over a raisinette every day and 10 times on Sunday. Goobers are God's gift to me.
Mm-hmm. Girls go for guys who go for great tasting goobers.
Go for guys who go for great tasting goobers, absolutely.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Goober has it.
But now as an adult, there are like 3 fruits that I will eat if that's what there is. You'll never hear me go, I have a craving for fruit and then go get it. It never will happen. But if someone said, you got fruit on your plate, eat it, I'll eat it.
You never had a craving for like a specific fruit?
Negative.
Really?
Not ever in my life.
I have, on several occasions, I've had a craving
tolerate an orange.
For like pears.
Don't like them.
No. Pear is the big one.
Pineapple, I'll mess with.
I'll occasionally have a craving for pineapple.
Honeydew, I'll eat in small doses.
I legitimately had I have to get one craving for grapefruit the other day.
Let's see, grapefruit. I'd rather do something very bad than eat grapefruit.
I'd rather kick a puppy off a bridge than eat a grapefruit. You're sick. You're sick. With her in the room, you say that? You're sick. And I'm the one that said it.
I was thinking like accidentally licking something, but okay. See where your head's at. Crystal Noble will be joining us here with the Roswell Humane Society here in just a few. Give us an update on pets available for adoption and what's going on at Thrift Store. By the way, I know most people are Christmas decorated to this point, get to the thrift store now if you haven't yet and get your decorations. Because you're going to save buku cash.
I forgot they were there until you pointed out.
Well, I didn't know anything was there until
Tanner,
thank you, told me. He's like, we have cookies and pecans, and I was like,
Yeah, they're those things are good, aren't they? I had to take them away because I was like, those. I'll eat the whole cup if you let me sit here with those. So
I love pecans. So
yeah, and I love when they do things to nuts like that. Like if you go to Albertsons right now, and it's over by I'm not sure. I know it's still on the South one. I don't know about the one on Second, but the one on South. If you go in the fruit section there, well, right next to the fruit section, there's like their bulk food section there. Well, they've got in packages. There's two things I'm jamming all over right now over there. One is the roasted pumpkin seeds. Turns out I've got a thing for pumpkin seeds right now, and I've been eating a bag full of them right now as snacks. But the other thing is they've got peanuts and then a bag of peanuts and then a bag of mixed nuts, and they've put this toffee on them.
Mm-hmm.
And the peanuts taste just like the nuts in Cracker Jacks. It's like a whole bag of those Cracker Jack nuts with that caramel stuff on it. It tastes like that. And then they got a bag just like it of mixed nuts. So if you like that, but with cashews and walnuts and almonds, they got, and I'm telling you, every time I go to Albertsons now, I ain't walking out the door without a bag of each of those in my hand. So that's my jam right now. So I got those just now. I was like, ooh, they're mine. And the great news is my wife hates nuts. So I don't have to share not a single one of them with her. I get to eat the entire bag myself. And that is a blessing. But yeah, the pumpkin seeds surprised me. I just saw them there. They're salted roasted pumpkin seeds. Mm-hmm. And I saw them. I was like, I haven't had them since like kindergarten. I'm going to try some. And I got it. And I was like,
they're great.
They're addicting.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I'm eating just half the bag's gone. I'm like, oh, what happened? And there's a lot. You can put a lot of pumpkin seeds in those bags. And they're a 10. I love them right now. So matter of fact, I'm almost out. I'm like, I got to make a trip to score me some more pumpkin seeds.
If anybody wants to get Mike a Christmas gift.
Right now, those roasted pumpkin seeds, man. And the weird part is, I hate pumpkin. And I hate but those pumpkin seeds. I hate
pumpkin too, but I love pumpkin seeds.
Oh, my goodness. I'll eat those things all day. All right, it is 9:23. Let's get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have cool high pressure moving into eastern New Mexico today, and that'll keep our temperatures pretty comfortable with low to mid 60s on our afternoon highs, and we should get plenty of sunshine. A little bit breezy, but not nearly as windy as what we've had lately. Partly cloudy overnight, low to mid 30s. Then tomorrow we're expecting mid 60s again and mostly sunny. Cooler for the weekend, highs in the 40s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, I forgot to go bring my weather up. I was sitting here admiring my pumpkin seed thoughts. I was like, I can't wait to get some more pumpkin seeds. Currently 43 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 32%. Winds nicely calm out of the north at 3 miles per hour. For today, cooler than yesterday, but less windy. That's the good news. Sunny, 64, so still pleasant. Winds will be out of the north 5 to 10. Tonight, partly cloudy. Looking at an overnight low of 34. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, another mostly sunny, mid-60s, 66 for a high. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy. Overnight low of 31 with north winds at around 10. And then cooler for the weekend. We're going to be 40s near 50 for both days. Saturday, mostly sunny, 49 officially. North winds 5 to 10. Sunday, more the same, mostly sunny, highs right around 49. And then we're going to be back into the low 60s Monday when you head back. Actually, mid-60s, 65 when you head back to work, sort of, for folks that are going back for work for a couple days next week here. Kids, of course, will be on their winter break by then. But you'll be in the 60s when you start that. All right, it is 9:25. Let's take a quick 4-minute break, and then we'll talk with Crystal Noble here from the Humane Society on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
I'm Chip Davis of Mannheim Steamroller. Now, you wouldn't know it from the looks of things today, but Christmas almost didn't make it to America. At Plymouth Rock, the Pilgrims avoided all celebrations. but the Dutch and Germans worked to keep Christmas alive in early America. Help arrived in 1843 when Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol. With Christmas ghosts and a change of heart, it captivated everyone. Churches began proclaiming Christmas as a time of charity and giving, which reminds me, no one's finished their shopping yet. So let's remember the words of Tiny Tim, who said,
God bless us, everyone.
I'm Chip Davis of Mannheim Steamroller.
Brought to you in part by Car Shield. Drive with confidence all year, knowing that unexpected repair expenses are covered. Car Shield, sending you the best of the holidays.
From macaroons to mattresses, these days folks are used to ordering just about everything. And it's no different at Roswell Ford. Here at the Tailgate Nation, it's time to order your new Ford. Yep, the Ford factories are working overtime to meet demand, and to get the new Ford truck or SUV you want, you need to order it. Place your order by the end of December, and Roswell Ford will give you a $1,000 cash discount. And when it gets here, it'll be like Christmas all over again. But if you're looking for instant gratification, Roswell Ford has more than 100 excellent pre-owned vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Each one has passed a rigorous 139-point inspection, and each one comes with a 3-day money-back guarantee. And one last thing, wintertime is no time for car trouble, so bring your vehicle in for a complimentary winter vehicle inspection with any maintenance or repair. So come see us at Roswell Ford and have a wonderful Christmas season.
Gear up for 2022 at Big O's year-end sale. Head to Big O for our best deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more. From December 11th through the 31st, save on Michelin or BF Goodrich at your neighborhood Big O store and get a reward card of up to $120 with paid installation. No resolutions here, just giant deals to get your car ready for the new year. Head to your local Big O and get a reward card of up to $120 when you buy Michelin or BF Goodrich tires with paid installation. But hurry, you only have a few days left to save. Go big at Big O during our incredible year-end sale, December 11th through the 31st. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. Void where prohibited. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. Upgraded installation packages available at additional cost. See store for details.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Get Grinchy this Christmas at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means great deals for you across the lot, like a Honda Odyssey for just $99 a month. Get a free pecan pie and even a trip to Vegas just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. And register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, a Keurig, an air fryer, and even a 65-inch 4K smart TV. Leave the hoo-hash at home and head for Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd. And Merry Christmas.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Elephants use these skin folds on their bodies to crush mosquitoes. Mike Winters uses his to hide M&Ms. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 9:29, and joining us here in studio this morning is Crystal Noble with the Roswell Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I am great. The wind is not blowing me over.
Today is much calmer. Yeah, it got a little whippy there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was although I was hearing like up north, far north, up that area, up in the mountains and areas, there was a couple places that were recording 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, I don't know. I was on the highway yesterday and it was ugly.
Yeah, like they were like apparently I don't know if you saw this story, but apparently there's a couple of big trees in front of the Santa Fe courthouse.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, over the weekend, they were showing like the holiday because they're all decorated for Christmas. And one of those trees that's been there like 100 years got uprooted. Yeah. On that storm here. So I think we're complaining, but we kind of lucked out compared to other parts of the state.
Why do they call Chicago the Windy City?
Yeah, we got them way beat.
Yeah.
I think
They
it's
have
'cause they're
never been to New Mexico.
I think their windy deals with the speak that comes out of their mouths, and it's just a bunch of hot air. That's the windy part.
Yeah, because have they ever been to New Mexico? Because there's almost not a day that goes by that there's not some kind of breeze, wind, something.
Only thing we're missing is the city part. We got the windy.
we got the city. It's just not here.
Yeah, not Chicago. But anyway, I want to say this real quick. If you're looking for things for the holidays, for Christmas, Humane Society's got you covered.
The thrift store.
Absolutely. Don't waste your time or waste your money buying new decorations and things like that. Really
Walmart's
don't.
not even stocking decorations this year.
Really?
I was at Walmart yesterday. They have no Christmas trees,
Wow.
no garland.
Is that a supply and demand thing, or?
They didn't order any of it because they figured they couldn't get it, so they're just having people order online.
Oh, okay.
There was no inflatables. No, it didn't even look like Christmas is
Wow, I didn't
happening at
realize
Walmart.
that. Huh.
The only thing that they have is like the little gift sets.
Okay.
No candy canes, no nothing, no bulbs, no ornaments.
Wow, I'm surprised, but okay.
So we have a ton of
It's-
Christmas ornaments. We have a ton of Christmas lights. We don't think we have any inflatables, but
Okay.
we have a lot of Christmas decor still for decorating the trees, the house, around the house.
Awesome. Well, in all fairness, we live in a bad place for inflatables. You don't need those anyway.
No,
we just
not
talked about
with
the
our
whole Windy
winds.
City thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inflatables are just a headache waiting to happen. Just get your lights and your things and do all that.
Well, and speaking of trees uprooting, my cousin lives in my old house,
Mm-hmm.
and our tree from our backyard was uprooted into our neighbors.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday with our winds.
Wow. So we saw some of that here down south too. Wow. Everybody okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Except the trampoline.
Yeah, trampoline did not bounce back. Park
No,
the fun.
it did not. It threw in the flag.
I quit. But yes, if you're looking for those, and also, if you're looking for like kids going back to school things, like the coffee makers and microwaves, and they have a bunch of small appliance.
They
type
have
stuff.
a small Keurig.
Oh, cool! Like a dorm size. one,
Yeah, like a dorm size Keurig. It's
Okay.
literally about 8 inches wide, 8 inches deep, and you can set it for a 4-ounce cup, 6-ounce cup, 8-ounce cup.
Nice. So something simple, you need quick. So someone or someone who's single and doesn't have a lot of space. Boom, here's your thing, and you got to go, and you got your fresh coffee ready in the morning. So
Yep.
cool. But that's that. I'm telling you, and the beauty of that is you're getting a bunch of stuff cheap, great, brand new in many cases, deep discounted stuff. And every penny of that is going to help the Humane Society. So you're actually saving money yourself and helping a good cause at the same time. So that's the great. It's a win-win for everybody. So I'm telling you, if you're looking for this kind of stuff, don't spend hundreds, thousands of dollars. Come to the thrift store and spend pennies on the dollar.
Come
get
on,
the same
spend
stuff.
hundreds and get thousands worth.
Exactly. Yeah, and get the same.
If you have, like this coming week, if you guys are, anybody still going to like the Christmas dinners, like where you're doing the ugly sweaters
Oh,
or
yeah.
like the Christmas suits, they got them.
We got them there. So if you
They've
need
got an entire rack of just Christmas clothing.
if you need a party outfit or just want to, get your family more festive, come get your ugly sweaters and accoutrement or your reindeer antlers or whatever you need for that.
They even have pajama onesies. And so I thought about getting a pair for my husband's coworker, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's a Santa Claus onesie, but it's got Santa Claus in suspenders,
Mhm.
and it shows his beard and then a ripped chest, like a six-pack, and I was like, I still need to get that for kids.
That's good.
But they've got all kinds of fun stuff like that, and some of the stuff still has the tags on it, never used.
Brand new. So come check and come shop and donate as well too. If when Christmas is over and you've got the lights and things and they're still awesome, but you don't store or anything, donate them to the historical
thrift store.
Yeah, to the thrift store here, and they'll put it back for next year. But that's a great way to and go buy it back if you want later. But
Just go buy a different strand.
yeah, but that's think about that too. So when Christmas is here, and then you get new gadgets and things, but your old coffee pot is just perfectly good, or that new, you upgraded your game systems. Now your other Xboxes and donate it to them, and they'll be happy to take that and they'll turn around and sell it, and that'll go back to pay for vet bills, pay for food, pay for the lights. the water and the power and everything that is needed to keep the historic. Keep doing it again. The Humane Society.
It's because she brought you pecan nuts.
I know. So it's his Historical Society, Humane Society, and they're both stuck in my head that way. So the Humane Society, you can go and help them out by every purchase you make there. So
everything that gets purchased from the thrift store goes right back into the care for the shelter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So whether it's lights, vet bills, water, because unfortunately we have to pay utilities. We're not exempt from that.
You do not get free city services.
Nope. We don't even get free garbage disposal.
Yeah, at all costs. So, and that's another thing too. Speaking of that, is we love and appreciate all the folks that donate, but please donate serviceable good things. I know a lot of people donate clothing and stuff, which is great, but if it's clothing that's worn out or holey or just not look like something that someone could wear again, please don't donate. That's because you guys just end up throwing that away, and like you said, it costs you more money to get rid of that stuff because of the taking it to the landfill and the cost involved there. You're actually costing the Humane Society money by doing that. So I understand, and I, sometimes that one thing gets in there accidentally, but don't use this as a place to unload your junk if it's not stuff that people wouldn't value later or someone else wouldn't value.
If you wouldn't repurchase it, don't donate it.
Exactly.
That's how our motto is.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at it and be like, oh, yeah, I'd buy that at a thrift store or at a garage sale, then okay.
Yeah.
But if you look at it and you would not rebuy it, probably somebody would not else buy it.
Yeah, if you're buying clothing and the elbows and the knees are worn out and everything, then it's time to retire those outfits.
Yes. And, you know, you can retire them to your alley.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or if you really want to get into it, cut them up and make rags or cloths, or, you know, if you want to get into recycling or repurposing, you know, do it that way, whatever you want to do. But, you know.
Make shop rags.
Yeah, but it's not good to be a shirt or pants anymore. So.
No.
But speaking of, let's talk pet side. How are the pets supply here? Is there lots of adoption, pets looking for homes right now?
We've had quite a bit of adoptions recently.
Good.
We do have and I'm not 100% sure if they're Great Dane Doberman or Lab Doberman or what they are, but they look like a Doberman shape, but they're all colored like a Great Dane.
Okay.
And they are roughly 5.5 months old now.
Okay.
They just came out of quarantine. We have 6 of them. They're all happy-go-lucky. Some of them are a little bit shy still to the public because, you know, they weren't socialized prior to coming in.
Gotcha. So they need some. They could use some volunteers coming in and visiting and spending some time with them, taking on walks, things like
Helping
that.
socialize them would, you know, help encourage their adoption.
Very good.
We do still have, you know, some large dogs. A few small dogs, not many.
Okay.
The majority of what we have right now are large dogs.
Okay. So if you're looking for a pet for your home here, please come by the Humane Society. We say this every month, but particularly here in December. Remember, if you come up with the idea of giving a pet as a Christmas gift, that's fine if and only if the intended person is involved in every step of the adoption process. Don't leave the box with the holes in it under the tree with a dog for somebody. You can't do that. Don't do it. It's not good for the dog. It's not good for anybody. But if you're wanting to get a family member a pet for Christmas, then maybe make up your own little piece of paper and put it under the tree, or write purchase a gift card with the amount that you know to adopt in for whatever, and say, hey, we're going to take this to the Humane Society, you and I, and we'll pick out a pet for you.
Yeah, you know, or, you know, if that's something they want, you know, then start the process with them.
Sure, yeah, and don't make it a surprise under the tree. Give it to them, and so they have the dog with them on Christmas Day here, or cat, or whatever they're going to adopt. So,
right. Speaking of the holiday, something new this year that we've not done prior, we will be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Okay.
So both the thrift store and the kennels will be closed.
Closed to the public. Obviously, you will have staff that
yeah, we will be there.
Checking in and taking care of the needs of the pets, but yeah.
Yeah, we will be there. We will just not be opening the doors.
Okay. Very good. So make note of that. But is regular hours other than the Friday, Saturday, or normal hours?
Normal hours. Normal tomorrow and Saturday, and then Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll be closed Friday and Saturday.
Okay, very good. How about the cat side? How are the cats?
The cats are good. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of cats, younger kittens.
Okay, so if you're looking for kitties, and got a great selection.
We have one in particular. His name is Tank. He's a gray and white tabby. He is a hoot. He's got energy galore. He likes to play. He likes to cuddle. He likes to sit on your shoulder.
Oh, he's a fun cat. Huh?
He is a fun cat.
So Tank probably won't be around.
And he's not like big like a tank. He got his name Tank because he balls through things like a tank. When he's running, he's like, I'm not stopping.
He's not as graceful as some other cats might be.
No. He plows through things like tanks do.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be a fun cat. The person I probably would get along with other cats too, I'm guessing too.
Yes, he does get along with other cats.
Yeah, it might be. Now, whether the cats get along with him, that's the story.
He'll just plow through him like a tank.
But you don't care.
You don't like me? Boom.
Well, that sounds like that'll be a fun cat. And that's a gray tabby?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
He's all gray with little white stripes.
Nice. That sounds like a pretty cat, too.
He is. He's very, very beautiful. I know men aren't beautiful, but he's a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
He's sweet. He's loving. Like, when he sits right here, he's just rubbing on you, purring. And then if you're not paying attention, he does bite ears.
Oh, he's a nibbler, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think cats, like my Hannah, the tortoise, I think she gets overstimulated sometimes, when they get so purry and then she's got to bite. You know
she's
what
like,
I mean? Yeah, she's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. That's kind of one of those.
I don't use anything but teeth.
I think it's a lot of that going on, but cool. So that's one. What is there any others we want to spotlight there?
I'm trying to think who just came out of quarantine. I believe we still have one of the gray and white kittens. Birch is what I believe that one's name is Birch.
Okay.
Just playful, fun, full of life, long-haired.
Okay.
Gray with just white.
Very pretty then.
And poofy.
Okay. Long hair cats are beautiful. Be aware. I've learned
they're high maintenance.
They're a little bit more higher maintenance. Like I got one of mine's a little longer hair and they have hairball problems and things. So if you don't mind cleaning up puke spots, there is medicine or products you can give them and we do, but still once in a while it doesn't get rid of them altogether. It does make them less often, but every once in a while she'll get one and do it. But that's just part of owning a long-haired pet sometimes. It's just and to be honest, it's a good thing because actually when she stopped doing it, I noticed her hair, she wasn't cleaning herself as much.
Right.
And that was part of the problem. So we got her back on, and then that kind of helped that. So I think it was getting to a point where she wasn't cleaning herself as much.
Speaking of fun and exciting, we have two. Roddy and Malcolm. They're siblings.
Okay.
They are 7.5 months old.
Okay.
One's white with orange tabby markings,
okay.
And the other one is an orange tabby.
Okay.
He's the longer-haired one of the two, but these two are hilarious together.
So hopefully you can adopt them as a set.
We would like to adopt them together because they're so good together.
Okay.
When
are they brother and sister or sisters? Or
two brothers.
Okay.
When they're playing, it's just like siblings at home. Like when you have kids, he's touching me, meow. It's just like that. And they're loving, they're affectionate, they're playful. The only thing is they would be a trip hazard for somebody older.
Okay.
Because they do like to do the figure eight in between your legs.
Okay. So someone that can handle that or won't get messed up by doing
right.
it. Okay.
But they are fun.
Okay.
They bounce off the walls. They play.
They
like catnip.
Yeah. Okay.
Catnip.
Good deal. And I imagine since if you get them as a set, they kind of entertain. Cats are pretty independent, but since they're
already
together,
acclimated together.
Yeah, and that's going to make their transition to their new home that much easier when they do it together. If that makes sense,
right?
Because they've got at least a little familiarity with them in the unknown. So as they get familiar with their new home, they've got some familiarity already. So it's a good thing. But yeah, I'd love this. Hopefully, a nice family can adopt both of those. So
it would be wonderful if they could go together.
Yeah.
We don't require it.
Sure.
But we would like them to.
If someone walks in and says, I'm looking for 2 cats, you're going to point them right to those.
So, and it's funny because there was 5 total that came in the litter. 3 girls, 2 boys. The 3 girls all got adopted to the same home.
Oh, okay.
So now we got to find the 2 boys a home together.
Okay. Sure they don't want 2 more?
Yeah. We already tried that game, and they looked at us and asked us if we were nuts because we let them adopt 3.
Right.
I was like, the limit is 5.
Yeah. You're at your limit. You're still good. I imagine that's not the same for dogs, is it?
It's 5 animals total.
Oh, total. Okay.
Mhm.
So you get like 2 cats, 3 dogs,
Yeah.
or whatever combination thereof. Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 total.
But then again, you also have to prove you have the accommodations and amenities to handle that many pets. They're not just going to turn them loose to you.
No, and also you have to have a certain, depending on if it's dogs versus cats. If it's dogs, you have to have a certain amount of adequate space for each dog.
Okay, X amount of square footage or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
For them to be able to generate enough energy, or not energy, sorry.
Place to run
and play, and with.
Yeah, especially bigger dogs.
Yeah.
Like if you get 5 big dogs, you're going to need some acreage.
Yeah, I have 2 big dogs, and we have acreage, and it's still
a lot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they can be house pets and everything else, but those dogs got to run sometimes. You just got to take them out, take them to a park, and turn them loose. Just let them go running. That's what they're bred for. That's what they're built for. That's what they do. So
they need to make sure they have a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Their brain has to work, and when they're bored, they're going to tear up stuff.
Sure, that's when you start seeing your separation anxiety issues and things getting torn up and all. There's, I know we all joke and laugh and you hear like Dog Whisperer and the My Cat from Help guy and all those, but in reality, if you pay attention to some of the things they say, they'll give you you can raise a pet very easily if you just listen to some of their tips. And because the reason we're running short on time here, but the reason pets act out, there's a reason for it. There's a cause and effect. And every time we as humans don't communicate with pets, we can't talk to them and ask. So we kind of have to read the tea leaves. So these are indicators. They tell you things. So when it's like if you have an animal that never goes to the bathroom in the house and all of a sudden starts going to the bathroom in the house, that's an indicator of a sign here that something's wrong, whether it's medically or physically in the space, something's wrong there. And that's what we're talking about here. So if you've got a dog that's constantly tearing up the house, it's because some needs aren't being met, and you need to find how to meet those needs. And I guarantee once you do that, that goes away.
Yep.
And that's what being a pet owner is about, is to learn that. So I'm telling you, you want to be a pet owner, go get on Animal Planet, go get on wherever, Netflix or Prime or wherever they got them. Go download a couple Cat Whisperers or Cat from Hell guy or the Dog Whisperer dude, and watch an episode or 2, and you'll get a real grasp of understanding pets better.
Yeah, and there's also, like, with pets, you have to realize, just like a toddler or a 1-year-old that does not speak, you have to play the guessing game.
Mm-hmm.
So you start with this, and then if that doesn't work, then you go to the next, you know. You don't just up and abandon the issue because you can't have a quick fix. It's not always a quick fix.
Yeah, it's not insert thing here and be happy. Sometimes it works out easy. You're just like, oh.
Sometimes it's very simple.
I moved the litter box and now everything happens as planned. Sometimes it's as simple as that. It's just.
And sometimes it's not.
Sure. And then, especially with cats, there's a whole lot of variables you don't even realize are going on there. Maybe there's smells or things that are going on. Maybe there's, like in my neighborhood, I have a bunch of cats that hang out and stuff, and my cats are indoor cats, but if they start living near the area or hanging out on our porch, my other cats are like, what's going on? It's my area. They get a little on edge here,
right?
And so you don't realize that's going on, and so they may be there's a lot of you almost have to play a little Sherlock Holmes when you're a pet owner sometimes and kind of read the tea leaves. It's like, why is the dog doing this when they weren't doing it before, and then what changed in the environment? Is there a health issue that's causing this? It's not to mess your day up. But people think, it is sometimes. No, that's their way of communicating or expressing what they've got going on.
They're verbally, we're playing the sign language game basically.
Yeah, it is. That's and be honest, that you get better at that as you build a relationship with your pet. And I'm telling you, because that's where being a pet owner is. You build a bond with the pet, and so you start speaking their language a little bit now. And that's why, as a pet owner, you can tell when your pet's about to do something that other people may not realize it because you're with them a lot more, and you're saying, all right, my dog's not happy right now. I need to change the situation here, or vice versa, whatever. But that's why you're the pet owner and the expert. You're supposed to be invested in that. So, but anyway, that's just, I'm telling you, go pick up Go watch one of those things. If you're interested, go watch an episode 2. You're going to be a better pet owner later.
Dog Whisperer and Cat from Hell.
Yeah.
Not Cat Dog Whisperer from Hell.
Yeah. But I'm not saying...
That'd be an interesting show.
I'm not telling you have to be devoted and love these shows or anything. Maybe you don't like their personalities or whatever, but the information they're telling you about...
That's what you need to
they have
observe.
Excellent information. These guys are really experts in that field. And I know, like the Cat Whisperer guy, he's like driving his car and he's got all his thanks for asking. He's kind of foo-foo-y and weird, but he's really good about cats, And Cesar Millan's like, now he thinks he's, I don't know, those last commercials I saw for him, it looked like he almost elevates to another level, like, I'm Sir Caesar and I know the dog. Like, the commercial I got was almost like he was angelic. And I'm like, whoa, calm down here. But he does have good information.
I don't care about your preferences. I just care about your knowledge.
I'm Caesar and I'm angelic. That's what it was almost like. But anyway, but they have good information.
Just don't watch it. Listen.
Yeah, listen to the...
Do a book on tape,
There you go.
Podcast them.
There you go.
Where you don't have to see their face, so that way you're not seeing the image of Caesar the angelic.
There you go. All kidding aside, they are good information.
They do have a lot of good information, yes.
We're about out of time here, so if anybody has questions or wants to come by, give out the hours here and for both the thrift store and the shelter.
The kennels are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 12 and 1 to 4:30.
Okay.
Or minus next week because of the holiday.
Friday, Saturday will be closed for Christmas and
yes,
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
And then the thrift store is Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 4:30. And then next week they'll be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Very good. What about New Year's Day? You guys going to plan on... That's a Saturday. Are you guys...
We're normally closed New Year's Day.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We're normally closed half a day New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And then closed all day New Year's Day.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's going to change or not.
Okay. Well, let me know if it does, and I'll let the world know.
We'll be here before then. I'll see you on the 30th.
Oh, that's right. There is another one. I forgot. We got a whole other thing here.
Yeah, we got 5 weeks this month.
I forgot about that. So, very good. And then give out the phone number, too.
The kennels are 622-8950, and the thrift store is 623-9210.
Very good. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. I'll see you between now and next
Merry
week.
Christmas.
And like I said, we'll get a chance to visit one more time in 2021 here. So
yep.
Very cool. Well, thank you, ma'am. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right. It is 9:53. Quick news and commercial break before we wrap up the show. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. We begin with a developing story out of Roswell overnight. A Roswell police investigation is underway now at the AutoZone at 700 South Main Street. Apparently a shooting there. At this point, not much is known, but RPD spokesman Todd Wildermuth is quoted by the Chavez County News Network as saying the case is a road rage incident that took place near the AutoZone store, resulting in 2 people firing shots at each other. Wildermuth said nobody was injured. The Eddy County Sheriff's Office would like to thank Matador Resources Company and San Mateo Midstream for donating toys for Eddy County's children in need. A toy drive will be hosted on Monday, December 20th at the Eddy County Sheriff's Office from 1 to 4 p.m. The Sheriff's Office asks that children ages 3 to 10 do need to be present in order to get a toy. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Hey, I tell you what, the Hagerman Bobcats boys basketball team is off to a rip-roaring start. 6-0 for the Bobcats at this early stage, and they'll be taking on Capitan tonight. Capitan's 5-4. That starts at 7 o'clock this evening. That should be a pretty good game. Hagerman is coming off of a 44-34 victory over Tularosa on Tuesday. Also, in girls basketball, this is tomorrow night. Hagerman's girls at 4-5 playing at Dexter, which is 2-2. Is this part of a boys-girls doubleheader? And might be, given that the girls starting at 5:30. And you've also got, speaking of good records, Gateway Christian going into the break for girls basketball with a 7-1 record. Gateway girls defeated Mescalero 38-24 on Tuesday. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. Mixed picture on Wall Street at mid-morning following release of the weekly job numbers. Applications for unemployment benefits rose 18,000 last week to 206,000. The market also reacting to the Fed announcing an acceleration of its pullback of economic stimulus. New home construction rebounded 11.8% last month as strong demand continues to boost builder confidence, even with the slower winter season fast approaching. The Biden administration is imposing new sanctions on several Chinese biotech and surveillance companies and government entities. It's in response to alleged human rights abuses of Uyghur Muslims. U.S. industrial production increased 0.5% in November. The output of the nation's factories, mines, and utilities reached the highest level since January 2019. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
This is Tim Jennings, your former state senator. I'd like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and tell you why I've decided to run for mayor of Roswell. I believe Roswell can and should be doing a lot better. But right now, we just don't have the leadership for our city's needs. Rather than the current mayor's $35 million voter-rejected boondoggle to build a public safety complex, I'll get back to the basics and fighting crime by putting more cops on our streets. I'll cut the fees the city has raised on everything from the adult center to the zoo, even at the Veterans Cemetery. As your mayor, I'll bring jobs to our city and make sure that road and infrastructure projects are completed quickly. Again, this is Tim Jennings running for mayor of Roswell. I hope you and your family have a blessed Christmas season. I humbly ask for your vote for mayor of Roswell this coming March 1st. Paid for by Tim Jennings for mayor.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their tunnel wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and Fiero 106.1 for a live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it all to Roswell Honda. And that means savings across the lot and gifts galore, including free trips to Vegas and a pecan pie just for stopping by, and a free HD TV with purchase. Plus, register to win one of 3 Michael Kors purses, an air fryer, a Keurig, and even a 65-inch ultra-high-def smart TV. Drawing at 1 must be present to win. See you Saturday 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80-plus Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreenquiz.com now and take the American Cancer Society's 2-minute cancer screening quiz to find out what screening tests are right for you. Don't wait. Take the quiz. Get screened. Go to cancerscreenquiz.com now. cancerscreenquiz.com.
Your home for Kim Commando in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And that's going to do it for us. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of your day. Have an awesome day. Travis and Sexton coming up next. We'll be back Monday or tomorrow morning with an all-new show. Don't go away. I'm already thinking it's Friday. Not quite Friday yet, but we'll be back tomorrow with an all-new show. Till then, take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.